Wow, Roger, thanks for revealing all those secrets. I really appreciate you, bro. Thanks. Oh, well, I'll go ahead and start the video now. Welcome, everybody.
Secrets? What kind of secrets you talking about?
Appreciate you. We had to cut them out, but don't worry, Roger. I cut all those secrets out, especially when I know what you did.
What?
You know what you did, Roger. It's fine. Thanks for telling us all the things that you know, even though we weren't supposed to know them. But we
don't know anything.
Are going to know at the end of this video what the top 10 PlayStation 2 games of all time. Welcome back to the Japan Time Top 10. To probably what's going to be the easiest list. I think we all agree on the top 10 PlayStation 2 games of all time. And for that, today's panel, we got Ricky Coquette.
My goodness, my gosh, this is going to be the end of the friendship. I feel it now.
Jesus.
You can call me prescient. You can call me a prophet, but I feel it now, bro. Okay.
Okay. Speaking of friendship, someone who's always down for friendship, we got Roger's Base.
What's up? Hello and welcome. Hello, everybody listening. I actually do think this is going to be relatively easy. I know he was making a joke at the beginning. We're all talking how it might be a very difficult list to put together. I feel like this is going to have more consensus than the last 3 or 4 that we've done.
You're smoking. We've only done 2. And
that's right. Oh, we have only done 2 at this point. That's right.
Yep. Speaking of smoking, someone who doesn't because he lives a pretty clean lifestyle, we got McDareth.
Yeah. I was hoping that was kicking to me. That's probably the first true kick I've gotten in this show.
There you go.
Okay, hello everyone. There you go. Doing well.
And we had to bring on a special guest as well. A frequent guest of the Japan Time podcast, one of my personal favorites. We got Chris.
Hello. Easy is probably the worst way to describe this list. Judging off of sheer quantity,
bro, there are I think 2,000 games or so, 2,500 games on the PS2. It's insane.
Yeah, and with the 35,000 games on the PS2,
bro, there are at least 108,000 games on the PS2.
And with those 30,000 games, we have to decide 10.
Oh gosh. Well,
okay, you got to walk me through how this works.
I will. Also, we will take turns in a rotation nominating games. Again, some of these can be honorable mentions, some of these can be guaranteed. But what we want to do is we want to go until we feel like we got enough. If you don't force yourself, if you don't have enough, just go ahead and we're going to put out nominations for games we think are top 10 and things, especially for today, that we are willing to defend. Right. That's going to be very, very key here, especially for today's elimination process. Now, other than those rules, you can put whatever game you want up here. It can even be a game that you have never even played or beaten, but you know it should be up here. Okay?
That's ultimate glaze, but I respect it.
We're going to go ahead and start. So we all have our own color. And remember, the elimination process will happen after. Also, before we continue on with this top 10, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, as well as comment down below what your top 10 PlayStation 2 games of all time are. And also make sure to go ahead and subscribe to us over on Spotify. Links are in the description below. It's the Japan Time podcast. Anyway, nerds, I will begin in the last couple of videos, but I will not begin this time. Okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and let our guest start.
Oh, this is terrible.
Chris, these are in no particular order. Just
no particular order.
We just start throwing names on the board. Chris, go ahead and nominate a game for top 10 PlayStation 2.
So I had to look this one up just a second ago because I wasn't certain. I was gonna put a comfy game, a game that I think is like a little bit of a lower hitter. Like I would say 10, not necessarily number 1.
Right.
So I looked up Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. I was wrong. That one did not release on PS2. That one released on PS3.
That's a 3.
So I can't say that one in good faith because it's physically wrong. So instead of family friendly fun, I'm going to jump to the opposite side of the bracket. I'm going to immediately say Grand Theft.
Oh, okay. Which one?
San
Andreas.
San Andreas. All right.
That was honestly going to be my question is how many Grand Theft Autos are making this list?
A lot.
How many?
I think we got 3 solid ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say McDareth.
All right, we're kicking off a Grand Theft Auto. Then we gotta come correct to follow that up. So
here comes Sonic Heroes.
No.
Oh, Chris, what?
If you really do that,
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
I
of course.
hate
Okay,
you.
okay.
I hate you,
We gotta,
McDare.
yeah, we're
Why do you
just
hate
going
him?
off at the
That's just a
start.
good decision.
And then we
No,
gotta
that was mine.
just
That was
fight.
my
Great
pick.
game. I like to see
Kingdom
what
Hearts
color.
2. Okay. We will then go to Ricky Koke.
Okay, so since McDareth is an absolute
Smart, I know.
right, okay, you're leaving me no choice but to
To be
bust
fair,
it.
what is
Bro,
No,
look
you're
at this.
right.
Bro, this is the first three? This is the
No,
first
no,
three? And this
Okay,
is easy?
okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
Yeah, it can't be Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't think Shadow
Oh
the
my
Hedgehog will
gosh.
be.
Bro, this is
That's
top
definitely
three?
a PS2 game.
Yeah, it was PS2, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, these
I
are the
did not
first
know
three
that.
that are up here. This is easy to you, Roger?
Well, I mean, to be fair, all three of these were on my short list. So I
Go. All
feel
right, well,
like
go
we're
ahead.
not-
Give, how about you this? Go ahead and
Yeah.
give me another one on your
I
list.
got you. I'm still in a dream.
Oh my
God. Of course.
Now,
Okay.
much like with other like Grand Theft Auto is definitely one of the games that has multiple on the list. Metal Gear Solid 2 is also on this list.
Incredibly good. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Also, I was debating whether or not to put Snake Eater or Subsistence because that's like technically the upgraded version of the game. But
It's
I feel like
technically
Snake
the
Eater's-
same game.
It's the same game, exactly.
Yeah.
So Snake Eater, just consider Subsistence included in that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So since we're doing this,
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
God of War 2,
Of course.
absolutely.
Of course.
All right, so there was a thought in my mind because this game was originally part of the GameCube 5, but it did get ported later.
Yes. I know
Okay.
where you're going with this, of course.
Resident Evil 4.
okay. Okay.
If you
now,
put a gun to the back of my head, I would say it's a GameCube game.
thank you.
However,
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you.
We had this whole debate during the Wii one about Resident Evil 4, but well, I'll wait.
Hey, McDareth.
All right, Roger. I need you to sing this one along with me. You ready?
All right, let's hear it. Na 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 na. Good.
I'm gonna punch McDareth. Bro. This is pissing me off. 2 for 2 back to back. What am I supposed to say? Okay.
To be honest,
At least I know. Yeah.
I dropped my Oreo in my milk.
Okay.
What?
Anyway, go ahead, Ricky.
What am I gonna be left with? I have almost nothing. I have almost nothing to fall back to. Like, oh my goodness, man. What?
How did you misspell the word wars?
there's just two R's. He's saying it like Tony the Tiger. I get it.
Hold on. Okay, I gotta use autocorrect. I forgot how to actually.
Wars
spell.
battle. All right, SWB is pretty good.
So this is what I meant when I said this list is definitely not easy. We've got 7 on the board, or we got 8 on the board right now, right? And do I know how to count? That's 8.
8, and not everyone has gone twice yet.
Not everybody's gone twice, and we haven't even gotten like the big hitters all out of the way.
Well, Roger, what's left?
Okay.
Keep going.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Bum bum ba-dum bum ba.
Yeah.
I really didn't get it. Now the question
Yeah.
is which?
Bum,
just X.
yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Of course.
Yeah, that was-
12,
that
I
was
love
another
12
one
too,
I
but I
had
had to
thinking.
go with 10 first, of course.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. There are a lot of games, because now we're getting into my shit. This is a Nintendo podcast, but I'm the Sony guy, low key, on the fucking show.
You
there's-
are the dude.
So there is
you play
there.
Sony a lot. That is true.
So like there is a lot of games on here that I'm gonna save for later because I doubt any of you will pick it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Roger. I think there's an argument. I really thought about it, but I think if I have to pick, I think I pick 1 over 2.
Interesting.
Hold on, we're not gonna get into it, but he's stupid.
So there's lots of reasons why, and I think you would agree that there is an argument at the
There's
bare
an argument
minimum.
to be made. Yeah, for sure. of
So
course. Yeah, I love Kingdom Hearts. I
I'm
agree,
gonna
there's an
pick. I'm
argument.
gonna put 1 up here because I do think at the bare minimum both should be up here.
That's fine.
So go ahead, Chris.
Okay. I have to eventually get it out there and get it real. I'm not putting the subtitle because it would just be entirely too
Sure.
long. but
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Naturally.
All right.
it has to be.
All right, I
It
see
has
you.
to be.
I see you.
I could see the argument for either,
Yeah, realistically.
but we'll see if someone else does it. Go ahead, McDareth.
Get these
Try
platformers
me.
rolling. We got a bunch of them.
Okay.
Yo, McDareth.
Okay.
McDareth.
Three?
McDareth, we have a problem.
Three?
McDareth, no, hold on. McDareth, we have a problem.
Three?
Try this
Yeah.
one more time.
What?
Oh my God.
Jack
Hold on.
How are
Three
you-
is
There's no
crazy.
way. There's no way you thought Katamari and Jack 3.
Three is
That's a two back-to-back next
fucking
one.
crazy.
If you see my list handwritten, I have a pre-written
I
list.
feel like you're good.
Three is crazy, but all right. Anyway, Roger, or sorry, Ricky.
Holy hell, McDareth. You're making this one thin. All right, let me.
Ricky, it's easy here.
You
pull
shouldn't have
any
to think.
person, and it's just like there's like 6 or 7.
It's what I want points for. That's really what it is.
Points.
But there's no
Points,
scoring
yeah,
system.
who's
here.
scoring?
There's a hidden
He just
score.
wants,
There's a
he
hidden
wants
score
his to
here.
make it to the end.
I want the list to be completely inundated with my stuff.
Well, guess what?
But okay.
I've set it up the elimination way where that's not going to happen. Anybody for that matter.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Ricky, this is a real test. Which one?
What do you mean? Which one?
Okay, you failed. You failed.
Oh man.
You failed. Failed.
What do you
Fine.
mean?
It's fine,
which
Ricky.
one?
It's fine, Ricky. I can't wait for all of Ricky's shit to
what
get
do
gone
you?
except Shadow the
I'm trying to
Colossus.
understand where
It's
you
fine.
coming
It's
from.
fine. Roger, go ahead, bro.
All right, so since Chris put Resident Evil 4 on here, and we had a massive debate about this during the Wii one, this has to be on the PS2 list.
I agree.
There's
Hey,
no
yeah,
question.
it is.
Okay.
Okami's gotta be on here.
Okay.
It's on there. Yeah.
Okay. Again, I'm having to. Here's one that someone said in chat, and I was gonna put this up here anyway, but I'm gonna put it now to shout you out.
NBA Street.
Oh, nice. That's a good poll. That's actually a good poll. I love the
Arguably the best arcade sports game of all time, other than Virtua Tennis. Also, thank you, Ricky, for correcting your mistake.
What do you mean?
Thank you, Ricky, for correcting your mistake.
Pay attention to your own thing right
All
now.
right, go ahead, Chris.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I've got 2 that I'm debating on. Now that you brought sports games into my mind,
Yeah.
and now if we're playing NBA Street, I'm like, what other like sports / party games do we have on there? And I got one that I don't know if I would feel it's like necessarily a party game, but one that definitely sparked the same energy.
Uh-huh.
I think I know. Oh,
Okay.
of course. Here comes Budokai. All right.
Yep.
Look, hold on.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Hold on.
Yeah,
three.
Of course,
Chris,
this is
are
our
you my
thing.
brother?
This is
Chris!
No, Ricky, you were playing it on Wii. Chris. You were playing it on Wii.
I lost you!
I like the 3 of these games were on the Wii list. Okami, RE4, and Budokai were all on the short list.
Guess what?
for Wii.
They're not
I
gonna
was
make
gonna put it back anyways.
that Okami one. That Okami one on the Wii one is on the wrong list. That should not be on that
I
list.
agree. Okami should be on this list. I
Should be on
agree.
this
Not the
Every
least.
list that it's
Go-
on is
go
the
ahead,
right
McDareth.
list. That's how I feel.
It's a great
This
game.
next one, literally, this game is on all 3 consoles, but I think it deserves to be top 10 on all 3
I
consoles.
know. I agree. I agree.
Soul Calibur 2.
Soul Calibur 2. Now, to be fair, this is the worst version of the game.
Yeah, compared to the other 2,
It is objectively the worst version of the game, but it is a top, for me, it is a top 10 fighting game of all time, free, dolo, no questions. So I'm not gonna fight you. Go ahead, Ricky.
All right. Okay. It's weird that nobody has done this one yet. Hold on. What am I doing?
Like you say that, but look at what's on the list already. we have the world is our oyster even from this point right now.
There's so much shit that
I
like
guess
it's not
you're
even
right
up
about
here.
that.
Yeah, see?
Yes,
Which one?
Yes.
4? Yep,
No,
okay.
no.
No,
right.
4 is the
What?
objectively correct. It's either
It's
4 or
5.
3.
I mean,
It's 5.
yeah.
Ricky's
Between,
being a little weird.
Tekken's
I don't
5.
know.
No,
Tekken 4 is like the black sheep.
I
No,
don't
Tekken
know
4
about that. I don't know about
Tekken
5
4
over
is-
4, bro.
Tekken 5 is objectively the better one. Like,
Yeah. It's like 4 and 5 are both kind of weird Tekken games, but if you're gonna pick one of them, it would be 5.
Only
in my
5.
opinion.
You know what,
well,
man? Just because y'all want to be babies about it, I
mean,
have
if you want to put 4, you can put 4.
You can put 4.
I have a personal
matter.
connection to 4.
It doesn't matter, Ricky, because
Yeah.
I'm literally going to give a better fighting game than the one you just dropped.
I know what you're gonna pick, Roger, and
I dare you.
I know what he's gonna pick.
Done.
Damn. He did. He actually kind of cooked.
That's weird. Yeah.
He kind of cooked. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty real.
Obviously, the Dreamcast version
Is the real version.
I feel like Third Strike and Dreamcast, Soul Calibur 1 and Dreamcast, what's it called? Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yes.
Those versions are like the best versions.
They're the best
I love the
versions.
Dreamcast versions of all three. But I do think if we're going to have a debate for like fighting games, as much as I like Tekken, I feel like Third Strike is still...
I feel like Third
love
Strike clears the previous. I hate that I directed you guys towards fighting games really hard with Dragon Ball, but I think Third Strike clears them. all.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you? How sure are you? Because there's another game on PS2. There's another game. There's another game. There's another game right
you're
here.
gonna do.
CVS2 this is unlike Third Strike. This is the best version of CVS2.
Capcom vs. SNK 2, this is the best version.
This is the best version of CVS2, and this is also a top 10 fighting game. So I'm also gonna put CVS2 up here.
And you know what? I gotta keep the energy going.
Please do the thing I want you to do. Please do the thing I want you to do.
I don't know if anybody else is going to agree with this, but
Def Jam's coming. I feel it. Def Jam's coming.
You're so close.
Oh, really?
Yes! I knew it! SVR!
It's SmackDown versus Raw.
SVR 02?
07.
07 is the one. I know the boxes. It's SVR 07 is fucking nuts. Go ahead, McDareth.
All right. Well,
Be a pick me.
I'm gonna break us. Okay, I'm gonna break us away from this so hard.
Triple H doing his
iToy.
weird little
You're just
What? You're
What the hell?
You are
no. He's just saying things
despicable.
to say things.
You are
He's just saying
despicable.
things to say.
Now,
No, literally, I actually, unironically, I love the iToy.
You can unironically love it. I'm just saying that's a despicable pick.
I enjoy the iToy as well. If you said the iToy is the
man.
top 10 PS2 game, it wasn't Wii Sports.
I mean, I played Wishy Washy and all that shit a bunch. It wasn't Wii Sports, but I had fun with it.
You're gonna be fighting for your life when we get. there.
There's a couple. There's another one coming up. I know it will be. So
Oh, man.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Where's the thing? All right, here we go. Let's do it. There it is. There it is. There it is. You see it?
Are we just
You
going
see
to
it?
Budokai?
Do you see it?
So we're just
You see it?
trolling.
Oh my
We're just
God,
trolling.
you're trolling.
No, this is not a troll. This is real life.
Budokai 3. Yeah,
You're just trolling.
You can put them up.
No, this is
It
real
might
life.
not last. So
This
Budokai
is
3
actually-
compared
this
to
is
Tenkaichi
Remember that one
3,
time where
no,
Ricky was
I
like,
think
I
it's
want the whole list to be orange and then put a Budokai 3? Remember that? That was crazy. Roger, please start making make the math again. Make something make sense, Roger.
I will. Bum, 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 ba, da, 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 da.
Sure.
There you go.
Sure.
Easy.
I'm gonna spin the block here. I don't think you can talk about the best PS2 games without talking about this franchise, and I'm gonna pick the best game from that franchise. I'm gonna pick Sly 2.
Okay. Sly 2's a good choice.
Sly 2 is the best of the
Waiting for
three,
you to do this.
arguably the best platform on the PS2. All right, Chris.
Oh, I've been smoking actual cracktual, my guy. I have been missing
cracktual.
one specific game. It is my favorite PS2 game.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
I knew
Silent
it.
Hill. I was
I
waiting
knew it.
for this.
I knew it. I was waiting to see which one of you was gonna do it.
Okay, so I know people don't agree with me on this one, but this is the one I like.
Deadlocked. Okay. Okay.
I really like that.
Deadlocked is my favorite game. It's not as good as Up Yours, but it's my favorite Ratchet and Clank of the originals. Ricky,
How cultured are you guys?
or
Just
so.
gonna put some
I just-
fucking
on a
nonsense.
scale of
Ricky,
1 to 10.
Ricky, just put your
On a
bullshit
scale
up
of 1
here.
to 10.
Just put your bullshit up here, bro.
What are you typing? Because I'm coming in with heat with this next one, so you better have something good.
True
That
Crime
way.
Streets of LA. I like this game a lot. However, I feel
Top 10. I don't know about all that.
yeah. I think,
What?
I think it's
Okay.
definitely top 25, but like you're going up against 3 other.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
going up
GTA
against
games.
this, Ricky. You're going up against this. Going up
Oh,
against
not
Persona
Persona
4, bro.
4.
I'm like, let's
P4?
My
Freud.
my appendix just ruptured.
Okay. Here's the thing, right?
You,
I need to remind everyone of the rule of earlier that I or not the rule, but the caveat I said, where there are some games where you just know they're top 10.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at a PlayStation top 10, and I don't see this game, I think the list is objectively wrong. That's how strongly I feel.
like illegitimate.
Oh, yes. Gran Turismo. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah,
That's very
yeah.
fair.
Gran Turismo 4 is unequivocally the best racing game of all time. Like,
I got one that I think is gonna be a little bit better. I don't know if I want to put it though.
was it Need for Speed Underground?
No, it's not
It starts
Underground.
with an M.
Is it a burnout? Is it burnout?
Burnout Revenge?
It's not Burnout.
No, it starts,
Is it Midnight
starts
Club?
with an M.
Burnout.
Need for Speed. Most Wanted.
Oh, there
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
You said racing game, and I think that's the one for me.
I think I want to be specific. I think it's the best by far sim racer. I wouldn't call I would call Need for Speed an arcade racer.
That's fair, I guess. Yeah.
Like, I think it's very different. But go ahead, McDareth.
Okay, so this one I actually played on the PSP, but it originated on the PS2, and that is actually Midnight Club.
Midnight Club, yeah.
I'm shocked because there's a racing game I'm thinking of.
I know you're thinking of it, Roger.
I'm gonna-
Roger.
I know the one you're thinking of, Roger. I know the one you're thinking
I don't think you do.
Right, well, it's Ricky's turn.
No. Me and you are tapped in.
Ricky's turn.
All right.
Well, Ricky, you're gonna put a racing game up here?
Bro, what is...
This is the one you're
This
thinking
is
of.
not what I'm thinking of at
Zoid
all.
Struggle. This is
Zoid.
the one. Yep. Let's just get
We'll go ahead and
my
strike that.
goodness.
Hey, what I want you to do?
Get that
What I want you to. Hey, hold on. Hey, Vanilla. I want you to take a big picture of it and throw like shoot it a lot. I'm gonna give you a chance. Ready? Go. Bah!
All right, let's be so for real for a
Okay.
second, all right?
Roger, here's.
It's time to rock around, to rock around, to
Okay.
rock around. It's tricky.
That's tricky.
There you go. Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna go back to spin the block. McDareth. The best Jack is Jack and Daxter in the Precursor Legacy. It is the best one.
I mean, I definitely respect the first Jack and Daxter. I have it, obviously. I like it, but I really like Jak 3.
I'm looking at this. I can't believe he put Zoid Struggle. I just
sticks
can't
out like a
believe
sore
that.
thumb.
You know what?
Struggle.
He loses a turn. I'm deleting it. I'm deleting
No,
it.
you have to leave it. You have to leave it. You have to leave it. It has to be there for posterity's sake.
All right. Go ahead, Chris.
imbeciles, all of you.
Let's try to get a speed round here.
I'm torn between two, but I think
Yep. Tony Hawk's Underground.
Underground. Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
See, okay.
That brings us to McDareth.
So, unfortunately, you're getting another somewhat trollish one that I like.
Ape Escape. The whatever it's called.
Yeah, Pumps and Prime.
Hey, yo!
Not this is not a top 100 list or a top
Wild
1,000.
name. Oh my goodness gracious! Wow.
Crazy.
Let's reel this back in.
Ricky.
For like 5 seconds. All right. And then
Reel it back and you put Ultimate Spider-Man?
let's reel it back for a second. No, we have to ground this. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
Okay,
this
you're right.
makes
You're right.
sense,
You know what, Ricky? I agree with you. We do have to ground this. Roger?
All right. Thank you very much. I'm going with another Final Fantasy. This is probably going to be
it-
a controversial pick.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
love
I agree.
12.
I agree.
love 12.
Okay. This is a game I'm going to stand on.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I think
dang.
having a Guitar Hero on the
Dang.
list is
Like
honestly fair.
how
But two though?
I'm saying that if I have to pick between two, because gameplay is kind of a wash with Guitar Hero games, so you kind of have to pick based off of other factors, and Guitar Hero 2 is the most impactful Guitar Hero. It started the whole genre. All right, Chris, let's go.
All right. I'm trying to think. This is kind of like now I'm in the if you know bag.
Yeah. That's where we got to go. That's where I am at. I'm at there too. Oh no, I know what this is. Yeah.
Chaos Theory is the best Splinter Cell. Don't talk to me about nothing else.
Okay. McDareth. I'm waiting. McDareth, why? There's a game up here that I'm surprised they haven't put up here yet.
I haven't.
Yeah,
put up
I
here.
also cannot believe McDareth has not put up Hot Shots Golf 3.
I mean, you say that, but if this was PSP, Hot Shots Golf Open T would be up there free.
Wait, isn't the Hot Shot Golf that guy where he's just like swinging in the thing? Can I get a picture of the box of Hot Shots Golf 3 with McDareth's head on the guy in the front? Because I need that.
I mean, but if your opinion is on something Sonic related, I did not play Sonic on PS2, so
Whoa!
Nice.
So that means we don't have to worry about it because I'm not putting it
it
up
was
here.
all
Bit of a shock.
for me.
Yeah, I
It was
wouldn't have
all.
put a Sonic
I mean, I don't
game
think
either.
there's a Sonic game that came out on PS2. I think I would put on this list personally. And I don't
All
think it
right.
would
So
get
what
top
is
10,
McDareth? Let's go.
since Guitar 2 is up there, and because this tag did actually gotta hold it down. For
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Do you see how McDareth is kind of like a copycat? He has no original ideas of his own.
Jesus
this is a
Christ.
person who's a lead.
What?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I literally came up with some original
Because quite
ideas. And you were
literally,
like,
that was
man,
what
I
was
thought about
to
that
write.
too.
It's
crazy.
I just think somebody forwarded you my list, and you have no reservations. You know what?
Go ahead, Ricky. Come on, let's go. We're not trying to be here for 4 hours.
I'll do this.
Vice City? Yeah, Vice City.
Finally, someone put Vice City on here. Okay.
I got a couple.
Yeah. That was just sitting there.
All right. Roger. In fact,
Metal Gear
Roger,
Solid 2. I'm doing it right now. Metal Gear Solid 2.
Roger, go ahead and knock them all out.
Dang.
All of mine?
Yep.
All right. Odin Sphere.
Okay.
I'm doing Zone of the Enders. Zone of the Enders 2. And then last but not least, probably isn't going to be a top 10, but I think it deserves its flowers, and that's The Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah. I respect
Nice.
that. I want to do this opportunity to shout out a couple of games that are for me. If you want to play a good 4-person brawler, you actually play Urban Reign. It's such a fun play. Not top 10, but I want to shout it out. Here is another one that I'm surprised is not up here, but I guess I'm going to hold it down for Shofu. It does appear here. It's Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, it's definitely on the GameCube list for sure.
It's on the
But
GameCube list,
It's like
but-
one of those weird ones that I think of as a GameCube. Kind of like RE4, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
We already got 1 and 2. I'm actually going to go ahead and throw in 2 more. The first is going to be, I mean, I'll throw it up here just so I can mention the fact that the 360 version is the best version of the game. And I think the last game I'm going to put up here, because it's such a fucking good game, is Virtua Fighter 4 Evo.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
Those are the 4 I just want to shout out. Go ahead, Chris.
So I have a couple. Chaos Theory got me into thinking about stealth games. I can't mention stealth games without bringing up that bald bastard every single time.
Good
2.
job. Good job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Eco up there. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make it to the finals, but I think like if you're talking about like PS2 games, it's very much definitively up there. And last, we're just gonna get one more game because people have been yelling about a remake for this game for entirely too long, and that's Bully.
McDeath, before you go, I'm going to throw one more in here that I totally forgot. I do think the original DMC has an argument as well.
Over 3?
I think it does off of impact, and I think there's an argument at the very least. I think it deserves to be in nomination at the very least. We can talk about it in a little bit.
get you.
McDeath.
All right. So I also think of this as a 360 game, but
I saw the M and I thought you were about to type out Madden.
Yep.
Also,
I agree.
Wow.
I agree.
Okay, that's a good. Yeah, that's
It's a great game, but I also think of it as a 360.
we got
MUAs.
Katamari,
fire.
you know, gotta hit the We Love Katamari.
Oh, yep. Good choice.
So this is the other one that I like. I definitely don't even know how well this game sold, but I really like this game. So a little Graffiti Kingdom. It's
Okay.
it's a game where you literally can make, like, your power is to create things, and then they come to life and you get to play as them and do puzzles and stuff. And it's pretty fun. It's I don't think a lot of people know about it. And then a series that I like, but nobody knows.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger? Hell no.
You're putting Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I know.
No, he's not.
Ty,
He's not.
of
He's not.
course.
He's not being sincere. He's not being sincere. He's not.
You put Zoid Struggle on here. You weren't being
I was being
sincere.
sincere. I was being genuine. I was being real to myself.
Oh,
and
I
everybody
forgot a
else who
game as
actually
well.
has a
I
brain cell.
forgot another game. Oh, I forgot 2. Okay.
Unfortunately, like
First
I
is
would love to put a Crash game, but both the Crash games on PS2, I don't think
they're not good. They're not good.
Wowie zowie. I was wondering when somebody would.
The time is good.
Okay.
The time is
and
good.
the other game, I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna throw up here because I think everyone is forgetting it.
Oh, Parappa the Rappa 2?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have probably put that on here.
Okay, good.
To be honest.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
I mean, no, keep it. No,
No,
keep
'cause
it.
I don't
keep
like
it.
this game. I don't like this game.
Put it back.
I don't like this
No,
game.
but put it back and cross it out. Do like what you just did.
Oh God.
Put it back and cross it out, like what you did.
Okay, I
before,
want everyone to
because
know
think
I
it's good to have up
fucking
here.
hate Parappa.
Now that's crazy. But one thing, I actually forgot a good one, like a legitimately good one. This is probably one of the best RPGs on the system, and there's a lot of good RPGs on the system. That's Dark Cloud 2, man.
Dark Cloud
I forgot
2?
Dark Cloud 2.
I was thinking about putting Persona 3 on here because, like, with P4, I think Golden is the definitive edition.
Yes.
But with like Portable and Fest, like there's a genuine argument to be made. But I don't think I can in good faith put it up there.
I wouldn't pick P3 over P4.
Me either.
Ricky, are you done?
Let's just.
We got room for 3 more.
Got room for like
We
3
got
more.
room for 3 more. Choose wisely.
Armored Core.
What? Okay.
Hold on. I'm about to cook. Hold on.
Armored Core 3. All right.
Okay, he was
Hold on.
cooking and then the kitchen like went out of business.
No. There's. Hold on. I'm still cooking. At least let me finish. Hold on.
Ultra. Okay, you don't have to write the whole thing because it's gonna go to the next page. So just write NUN. We all know what that is. The third one.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Okay.
Ultimate
Ultimate
Storm.
Storm is.
Yeah, Ultimate Ninja Storm is.
So we're good. We got it.
There is one that I forgot up here that someone mentioned. I love these games.
Oh, Max Payne. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot about that one.
All right. So, we're gonna go ahead and take a break for the ad. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is our list of the top 10 PlayStation 2 games.
Oh my God.
We have over 65 games here.
Oh my goodness gracious.
We have to narrow these down to a top 10. Here's how this is going to work.
All right, let's hear it.
It is a multi-step process, but for the first, real easy. Chris, as being our guest, you will be able to go first. Go ahead and pick something that is not in your color and make the argument that it is not top 10.
Okay.
What can we get the fuck out of here?
So I like the nod to the iToy. I think it is great technology. I think it is a very nice piece of tech, especially from that time period. I remember doing the little like store like preview before you buy. I remember playing with the iToy. I think the Wii stole that thing's whole flow to a degree, and it is a fantastic little like look inside the gaming sphere from that time. However, the fact that you not only need the iToy to play that game, which is an additional peripheral, which is unlike Rock Band or Guitar Hero, where you could still play it with a controller if you so wish. iToy, you need that camera, and that camera does not like hold up if you compare it to cameras from now and today. It would look worse than a Kinect, and I think the Kinect is dog ass. So I'm gonna go ahead and strike the iToy play from here.
I would agree. Get the iToy the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Okay.
I just gotta bring it up there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, pick Dareth. Go ahead and pick something.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not easy, is it?
I mean, there's a couple. Like, okay, so Tekken 5.
Whoa! What?
Whoa, what?
That's
Yeah.
you said there's easy ones, and you said Tekken 5.
Yes, I think.
He's trying to pick a fight with me. He doesn't have a legitimate.
I'm not trying to look.
Let's
I'm
no,
looking
let's
around.
go, let's go, let's
hear
go.
your reasoning.
Let's go, let's go.
Hear your reasoning,
What's
and let's
not
see if there
10,
isn't
top
implicit
10.
by. Okay.
And I think that Tekken 4 and Tekken 5 are like, Tekken 5 is a good fighting game. It's much better than Tekken 4, but Tekken 4 and 5 are like the two black sheep of Tekken, in my opinion.
Tekken 6 is right there.
I mean,
I think 5 and 6 are definitely the black sheep to me.
yeah, well, it's like, there's just a period of Tekken games with 4, 5, and 6 where they are just like, from 3 to those, it's like, it kind of goes away. Then 7 comes and Tekken comes back huge. But I feel like for a top 10, I don't think Tekken 5 is making it to top 10.
Okay, well, Ricky, you defend it first, or if you want me, because I'm with you, Ricky, and I got reasons.
let me find out. What are the votes? What are the votes? Who agrees
Well,
with
okay.
me?
Well, hold on. Let me defend it first. First of all, other than Tekken 7, I believe Tekken 5 is the best-selling Tekken game, or 3. I'm not sure.
7 is definitely the most. at this
Okay,
point.
but
Well,
it is the almost highest-selling Tekken game. That doesn't scream Black Sheep to me. Is the first thing. Second of all, there's a shit ton of content. The worst part about Tekken 5 is the fucking single-player content. I don't even think it has bowling, but from a gameplay perspective, I think it's by far and away in the top 3 of Tekkens.
Okay, but that's not the question here.
No. But
the question
I'm saying
here is,
it's probably the best fighting game on the PS2.
bro, CVS.
It's better than CVS2
Nah,
because the CVS2 is better on Dreamcast for a PS2 list. We're talking about a PS2 list. Tekken 5 is associated with the PS2 more than any other fighting game. It runs well. It is one of the most successful entries of one of the most successful fighting game series of all time. It is top 10. It might be 10. I'm just saying that the Tekken 5, there are infinitely more games on here that you could cover for Tekken 5.
but I'm just like, because this was to me, what is this game on here? I don't think it's top 10. And it's not about, to me, like, what's an easy pick to get rid of. I just don't think Tekken 5 is top 10.
Okay, all right. Well, then I disagree. I think Tekken 5 is top 10. Anybody else? Ricky, are you defending Tekken 5?
I'm the one who put it on the list.
just
of
making
course
sure.
I'm defending Tekken 5.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Roger, are you defending it or are you abstaining?
No, I'm abstaining.
Okay. So at worst, it's 2-2, even if Chris votes to get it out of here because Roger's abstaining, so McDareth picks something else. Obi!
He wants Tekken 5, bro. He wants Tekken 5.
Okay, Obi loves Tekken 5.
knows game.
Loves Tekken. He loves Tekken 5.
Let's do True Crime Streets of LA then.
Okay, Ricky, defend True Crime Streets of LA, bro.
Do you guys understand what innovation looks like? Hold on. There's nobody.
Innovation.
Oh no, go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead, get your bullshit off, man.
Before we saw what they could really do with open world, right? All we had was the GTA, but we never saw them push the boundaries of something like it just be the context is just, oh, you're doing street stuff. They were able to showcase not only you could have your GTA, but you could push a little bit of the fantasy elements in there. And I feel like
That game is called Shenmue, bro. That game is called Shenmue and it's on Dreamcast.
That's fact. That's a fact, right? Play Shenmue.
Okay.
Get True Crime the fuck out of here. I'm voting to get it out.
Like I love
wait,
True
hold on.
Crime Streets of LA. I love Sleeping Dogs, but like comparatively,
Yeah.
There's some of that stuff on this list. I mean, I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
get it out. Okay.
Oh, so it's just like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
That's
Well, Ricky, go.
All right.
It's your turn.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick one of McDarrett's Soul Calibur 2. Let's get it out of here. Out of spite.
Whoa!
So you
Out
had
of
so many
spite.
easy
It's on
layups,
consoles.
easy layups, and you picked Soul Calibur 2.
No. This is purely anger. This is purely based out of malice. And I was to defend it, and I'll say that
Are you
two other
defending?
consoles.
Are you defending Soul Calibur 2, McDareth?
Yes. Just go ahead.
Okay.
What is your defense?
What do you mean what's my defense? Soul Calibur 2 is like, what?
I could get the same experience on the GameCube. I could get the same experience on the Xbox. I had Spawn. I had
yes,
Link.
and I just said that I think Soul Calibur 2 has an argument on all 3 of those consoles easily.
Oh, I don't know about easily. You had me until I actually agree, and I think you did earlier that PS2's Soul Calibur 2 is the worst version of the game, and it runs the worst. I don't think with how stacked. I love Soul Calibur 2. It's actually my favorite fighting game. It's tied with Marvel 3 for me. It's not top 10 on the PS2. So I vote. I actually agree with Ricky.
I'm just confused. How Tekken 5 got super huge defended based on sales and all this stuff, and now here's Soul Calibur 2 in the same position.
But Soul Calibur,
none of that talk's happening now. Huh?
Soul Calibur 2 doesn't run good on the PS2.
Not only does it not run good, Tekken 5 has an argument to be made like it's one of the best Tekkens of all time. Soul Cal 2 is like the 3rd best Soul Cal. And there's like the only reason the only reason that it's even consideration for that is because of the multiple versions, because people really like the different guest characters.
I think that's just wrong. Soul Calibur 2 often is held up as one of the best Soul Calibur games.
I mean, okay, first of all,
I'm with you. I love Soul Calibur.
First of all, Soul Calibur 2. First of all, I am the Soul Calibur guy. Okay, I am the Soul. I've competed at Evo and Soul Calibur. I'm the Soul Calibur guy.
Kill you.
Soul Calibur 2 is the 2nd best Soul Calibur. 6 is close. The best Soul Calibur is Soul Calibur, and it's not close.
Soul Cal 1 is the best one.
Soul Cal 1 is the best by far. Again, Soul Calibur 2 is a phenomenal game, but on the PS2 is already stacked, and it's the game that has some of the worst performance issues of the versions of the game. And Heihachi fucking sucks. Like,
Imagine you're a Spawn main and you go to a tournament for Soul Cal 2 and you're like, man, I can't wait to play. And they tell you, oh yeah, we're running the PS2 version. I guess I
That
just
did
don't
happen.
play anymore.
You couldn't play the characters.
Yeah, that's what the Yoda mains felt.
Yep. And again, I agree. Soul Calibur 2 is a phenomenal game, but on the PS2 list, I just don't think it measures up to how fucking stacked this list is.
Yeah.
Like looking above Soul Calibur 2, I can at least pick out like 7 or 8 games that I'm like definitively 100% easily better.
I vote for. I love it. I unfortunately agree with Ricky. I think it goes.
I love it. I want to make that clear.
I'm just.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
too, but I would vote for it on a GameCube list, not a PS2 list. So
I agree.
Tekken 5 got a stamp it out. But it's okay.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Sucks to be you.
You get to now. Guess what? Now we get to
No, I'm
reveal because we
guessing.
were going in order, but now we get to reveal how we're doing this. Like Dareth, your game was eliminated. It's your turn.
I assume that's what we were doing the whole time.
No, because we were still going in order. It just happened to be we were going in order.
Yeah, it
I'm
just
so
happened to be
confused.
that way. Yeah, I just assumed that's the way the thing changed.
No, we
Sorry.
just happened to be going in order. It was Chris, and then it was McDareth. and then it
I was like,
Ricky.
that's crazy because I haven't even got one yet.
Yeah,
But
I
you're
know.
Right, you're right. Okay.
So McDareth, it is
I'm
your
not
turn.
eliminating anything. You're not going to hear from me in like for a long
Oh
time.
yes, we will. Yes, we will.
All right,
I'm
Roger.
Get him, McDareth.
Odin Sphere.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, I love that game. I adore Odin Spear. I think the one that's on PS4 is better. I have a lot of nostalgia for it, and that's completely fine because I get to eliminate one. If you eliminate Odin Sphere, get Ty the Tasmanian Tiger the fuck out of here.
Smoking crack. Smoking actual
I don't know.
crack
I
when
don't
you put
know
that
what
on
you
there,
were
bro.
thinking when you put that on there. I mean, I like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Like, I think he's a fun mascot. And 1 and 2 were like interesting games, but the fact that that was even on this list is disgusting. So that's fine.
I think that,
I would
that
agree.
guy is like worse than Bubsy on a lot of tiers.
Okay, wait, hold up.
That's worse than Bubsy is fucking
That's
sick.
actually crazy.
Okay, all right, McDareth, it's your turn again.
Yeah. Back at it again. Okay. All right.
I made
Dark
McDareth's
Cloud
turn
2.
a lot here.
It's
Dark
going to be Dark Cloud 2.
Dark Cloud 2.
Cool. See you later, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. We keep doing this all
Whoa!
day. Let's keep going.
This guy hates RPGs over here.
See you later, buddy.
Are we not going to try to defend these ones?
I'm
or
not.
is it
I'm not defending either of those
Not
games,
at
and I
this
know
point,
Ricky's
dude.
not.
We're gonna. Yeah.
Is this just? Is
I
this
have
just
ones all
fight
defending the
shooting
death
right
later.
now?
No, we're
That's just-
gonna.
yeah.
I unless someone has to really want to defend some of these games,
No,
like y'all gotta.
we're
I'm
eliminating a
good.
bunch. I think still we're good. Yeah.
Go ahead,
Out of
McDareth.
these 60, yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ricky. Do you want to defend it?
Am I defending this? Am I defending this?
Are you doing this for top 10?
Oh, no need to defend this.
Okay.
You can have it. You
Okay.
can have it. I love the art style. I thought it was
It's great. I love it.
No, I like the game. I do. I like the game.
One of my favorite
Yeah.
Spider-Man games. Ricky.
But it's tit for tat. Ape Escape can really get the F.
I
out of here.
agree.
I could.
I
care
agree.
less.
Ape Escape's going.
I could care less.
First of all, this name. Pause. Like great.
Pumped and primed, man.
Pumped and
If you put my life on the line and ask me what the subtitle or the full title of Ape Escape is,
That's truly
I'm telling
it. I mean,
I'm
that,
telling you to pull the trigger.
that
I
sounds
would
like a
say it.
Magic Mike title. If you would have told me that was a subtitle of a Magic
Oh my
Mike movie, I would have
Magic
believed you,
Mike
man.
4 Pumped and Prime starring McDareth is crazy.
You know, thinking back on those two,
You
we
said
didn't
Starry
put,
McDarry?
we could have done Ape Escape 3 and Spider-Man 2. Would have been 2 for instead of those two. I think.
Spider-Man 2
Yeah, I
is really
agree. I
good,
agree.
but
Spider-Man 2 is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That's one of the best movie tie-in games of all time.
it might be the best.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's very good.
McDareth, go ahead, man.
Bruh.
Look, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm making people live by the things that they put up here.
Yeah, I just put up stuff that I believe. That, like,
That's what
I
I'm
like.
saying.
You put up a
Yeah,
bunch
so
of
that was
booths.
like, okay.
You put up
You're
a
good.
bunch
You're
of
good.
booths.
Oh, what? Oh, okay, Ricky.
Not a bunch of boof. Hey, McDareth, go ahead, man.
Happened. Final Fantasy 12.
Oh,
That's nuts.
I think Final Fantasy 10 is just so much.
I would agree that if you're going to put a Final Fantasy up here, I would put 10 over 12, but
Roger.
I'm looking at a lot of stuff on.
No.
I'm like, why are you aiming for me?
It's about whether or not
I'm
Roger
not
wanted to
aiming for
defend.
you. I'm trying to
Look,
just
other
pick
stuff that's
stuff,
odd,
and
I
you
mean,
two
you
are
can
like,
pick stuff.
okay, I'm just gonna clap back. It's like, okay, I guess
Oh
I'm
my
stuck
goodness.
here.
Roger,
You don't have to clap back.
Roger, are you
No,
defending? Are you
they're
defending
doing
FF12?
I'm trying
Not
to
at
pick
this
away.
point.
Roger,
Not at
that
this
was
point.
me. I wouldn't stand for it.
Because
honestly.
I'm abstaining.
No, I love FF12, but also I would much rather defend 10, and I would agree 10 is top 10. So it's fine. Get rid of that one. It's a-okay. I'm getting rid of Urban Reign. I'm sorry, man.
No!
Like, it's a good beat 'em up. It's a good beat 'em up. It's not top 10, man. Not top 10.
Okay.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, it's not top 10.
I agree. But the thing is, here's the thing about that game. If you haven't played Urban Reign, it's probably the best 4-person brawler of all time from a gameplay
fun.
perspective. It's
a
really
fun little-
fucking
yeah,
fun.
right.
Very
Right.
fun. It's a game I wish they would just. It's one of those really like small games I wish they would just throw on PlayStation Plus and like throw on the catalog, but they haven't. I'm gonna
I
pick.
see a layup for you at the bottom of this list. I don't
I'm
know
gonna
what you're
pick.
doing.
I'm gonna pick something, and because I want him to know that I'm saying this and it hurts me. It's SVR, Chris. I love that game.
I agree. I know.
You know I love that game.
Legitimately, I threw it up there. I think this is one of the best WWE games.
Yes,
However,
I agree.
Comparatively, I don't think there's much of a case for it staying on the list.
I want
We
you
gotta
to,
have you when we do the N64 one. We'll have you on there because N64 is like the king of wrestling games.
yes, I want
That
you
is
to,
like the wrestling game.
I want
system,
you to
so.
know, Chris, that it came from me because that means you know it came with love. You feel me?
Yeah,
I don't want.
If it came from anybody else, they'd be like, "What the fuck is a wrestling game?"
Yes,
doing
but
on?"
I
I'd be
know.
like,
I
"You
know
don't
what's
get
up.
it."
I know what's up. All right, go ahead.
If we're being realistic, raise your hand if you've ever played an Ace Combat game and walked away like, "Wow, that was game of the year." Now that the one person has put their hand down, Ace Combat 5.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Ricky, are you gonna bother?
I
Like-
will allow this just because it's Chris.
It's deep in the list. It wasn't at the top of your mind.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true. I was doing it really just to represent.
Like
That's
Ace
okay.
Combat 5 outlived Final Fantasy 12, Dark Cloud 2, and Known Sphere. So I don't know how it managed to get this long, but
all right. Go ahead, Ricky.
We are kind of getting crazy here.
Not
No,
really.
we're not.
No,
There's
we're
no
not.
much.
Get too crazy and ignore Graffiti Kingdom and act as if we're
No, I
we're
was just
fools.
waiting.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, knock that out
all
right
of-
now.
I mean, no one else
Yeah.
even knows what it is. Fair enough.
yeah. Let's just
fun
get
game.
that look.
Gareth?
Don't do some bullshit and say Persona 4 or something. 'cause
No, I mean,
I will.
no.
We started with
Persona
Tekken
4.
5,
Persona
like,
4 is my favorite Persona, but I
Oh,
like
good.
Golden.
Okay, good.
I like
good,
Golden
good,
more,
good.
but I
That's
love
fair.
Persona
That's
4.
totally fair. Yeah.
It's just like, and I know we've done this argument, but Beautiful Joe to me is a GameCube game.
Yeah. No, I'm fine with that too.
I'm fine
I
with
love
it.
Beautiful Joe, but I'm fine with that. For
I think it's
top 10.
I think it's a GameCube game. Roger, The Simpsons Hit and Run.
That's fine. Yeah, totally fine. I love that game. I put it on here mostly as like a because I think that was like my last pick. It was literally just like one at the bottom that I like. Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3. I'm sorry.
No.
Top 10. Yeah, it's not. I'm sorry. It's not top 10. I mean, if you want this to hurt less, I'll come back and shoot it in the back of the head later, and I can take out Budokai 3 first. You want me to do that?
No.
We can
Well,
do
okay.
Budokai 3
Okay.
first.
Look at the way that you put. This is not even a real ultimatum.
Do you want me to
One
burn
way
your
or
house
another.
or shoot your
One way or
dog?
another. Budokai 3 is dying, and Naruto 3 is dying at some point on this list. So you just pick your poison.
You know what?
I don't.
As
I
an
was
aside,
planning.
I think we take them both.
No. You
I think we do a
chill
double
out.
homicide. We do a double homicide in the streets of Chicago. You take out 2 more. Let's go ahead. I'm taking out both of those. Are we all in agreement? Budokai 3 and Naruto, and then Ricky can shoot you.
I don't think I agree.
Yeah.
If you wound, I want you to know, if you wound me in this way, I will retaliate. It's that.
I mean, to
simple.
be fair, at this point, I don't think you can really retaliate in a way that's going to hurt me.
I think if we're pruning the list, I think that's a fine
Putting the
choice,
list, that seems fair.
realistically.
Yeah.
One that your very last pick.
And you get 2 shots. You get 2 shots. You can kill 2 things on here.
It sucks, but it's like realistically,
Ricky, we're not saying they're bad games. I'm just saying
No, not at
it's
all.
the
Not at all.
top 10 on the PlayStation 2.
On PS2. Like, this is a stack system, man.
I could have understood that for Naruto, but you really hurt me with Budokai 3.
I didn't say Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I said Budokai 3. I left Budokai Tenkaichi 3 up there.
All right, Ricky,
I feel like
you
okay.
get to take 2 out. You get to challenge 2, preferably. We'll give you. Well, now it's gonna get messy because now it's like 2. So
I don't think so. There's
Preferably
still a couple.
make them the same color.
No, of course not. No, that's not how this works. We're gonna take Sly 2, and
Fuck you.
then
Absolutely
because
not.
you know it's not making it to the end.
Yes, it is.
And I want you to rip the Band-Aid off right now.
Fuck
think
We're
Sly
taking
2
Sly
can
2
make it.
off. That's where this starts. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go right after MGS2 Sons of Liberty. Yeah.
What in the heck?
Okay. Wait. In order.
Yeah.
In order.
You're
In order.
actually
In
crazy.
order. In order.
You're
In order. No.
actually
In
crazy.
order.
I can get
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? We're gonna start in order. We're gonna start in order. We're gonna start in
stop
order.
there.
Okay. Sly 2, like I said, is the best 3D platformer on the PS2. It just is.
I think you can make an argument for a couple, but I would agree that it's definitely on the fucking Olympic podium, right?
Like,
Easily. I mean, I would take Sly 2 personally. We're not there yet, but I would take Sly 2 over the Ratchet games on here. And
Agreed.
the Jak and Daxter.
Agreed.
yeah, exactly.
Agreed. So what I'm saying, I'm not even saying it's top 10. I'm saying that I think it's in top 15. So I'm not agreeing to get rid of it right now because I legitimately think it might be 10. So I
also think it's got a good argument.
I would keep Sly 2.
You guys are really
Okay.
To be honest,
holding on to
if I'm being completely real, I kind of feel the same thing for Sons of Liberty. That could be a 10.
I agree.
With Sons of
I
Liberty,
don't think
yeah.
Sons of Liberty is making like top 5, but Sons of
Delusional.
Liberty is like such a good game and
delusional?
set the stage for like
If you
what
reflect
Kojima was
on
doing for the
what we
future of that
have on this
franchise.
list, and
Yeah,
you
yes.
are being
I am
real.
reflecting. I'm
you
taking-
targeted
I'm
2
taking-
big ones on the
I'm
list.
taking Sons of Liberty and Sly 2 over all the Ratchet games, over all the Jak and Daxter games. Like immediately. I'm taking that over. I mean, to be honest, I'd probably take it over Max Payne.
I
I'd
agree.
probably take it over Midnight Club. I'd probably take it over Need for Speed. Like, there's a lot of other games on this list that I would eliminate before Sly 2 or Sons of Liberty.
like Sly 2 is
Would you eliminate Final Fantasy X?
no.
Hell no!
insane.
Are you high?
You're actually crazy.
Hell
Ricky,
no.
Ricky,
You gotta make a
Ricky,
choice
you
here,
get
you
one. You get one
bastard.
more shot. You get one more shot.
You literally could have. There's one clear one on mine you could have gone for if you really want to go for one of mine. There's a clear one.
I'm looking at
And
it.
I wouldn't even
I'm
fight
pointing
you.
at it.
I'm looking right at it, man. It's
Look
right
at it.
here.
It's right there. It's
right
there.
here.
Zoe 2.
All right. I'll say it. Dragon Quest. There we go.
Bro, what are you smoking? Just kill Zone to the end. I'll kill it for you.
We're
Okay,
done.
okay, wait, Roger,
What are you doing?
Here's the thing,
Dragon
Roger.
Quest 8.
Okay, Roger, are you defending Dragon Quest 8?
What are we actually voting on?
He's voting on he's chosen Dragon Quest 8. That is his choice. His one choice. He's chosen Dragon Quest 8. He lost the both other 2, so he only has one now. He's choosing Dragon Quest 8.
I think I'm gonna be fighting like 5v1 or 4v1 or something with this, because like this to me is one of the best Dragon Quest games of all time. It is also definitively a PS2 game, like defining game on that system. One of the best selling games in Japan, like incredibly well received, incredibly good game. I cannot kill DQ8 right now, but again, looking at the other ones that are on this list, like I would argue Sly 2 and Sons of Liberty are both potential 10, right? As like
Yes.
the number 10
Yes.
or number 9.
Yes.
I think realistically, looking at this list, as much as I love Dragon Quest 8, I feel like with some of the other ones that are on here, it's probably like 11 or 12.
Roger, let's
So
see if I can
won't
make
even
it.
fight
Let me see if I can make it easier for you. Dragon Quest 8 is
Let's
a
do it.
JRPG, right?
Yeah.
Would you choose it over FF10?
No.
Okay, that should help you. That should make it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
That should make it a little
that's
easier.
fine. If you want to eliminate Dragon Quest, that's fine. And actually, if you want to eliminate Dragon Quest, you want to eliminate Zone of the Enders as well, since he was going for it and he was aiming for me, and then I'll get 2 kills just like Ricky was getting.
Okay, we'll go back to the.
No,
We'll go back.
No.
We'll go back.
Keeps though. You only get one.
We'll get.
No,
We'll
go ahead.
And
We'll go back to the 1, Roger. We'll go back to the 1 and we'll speed run this. So go ahead, 1.
All right, 1. Just because I feel like being a dick, I'm going for Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Get that.
But everybody who's listening to this will know that you did that completely out of spite. They'll understand that.
I'm shooting out of spite. You tried shooting
this whole thing has been out of spite half the time.
I've been doing this with a level head and using rationality and logic. That's what I.
You said FF10, Slide 2, and MGS2. You're smoking cock.
You said, I'm like, you're out of here, dude.
Okay, here's the thing, Roger. As again, I love Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. I think it's the best Ratchet I think it's the third best Ratchet and Clank of all the series. I think the remake of the original is better, and I also think Rift Apart is better. But I agree. But I think Ratchet and Clank of the original PlayStation 2 to 3 run is the best one, and it's not close. Even though I like Deadlocked a lot. I think what you said earlier is 100% right. I would pick Slide 2 over any Ratchet and Clank on the original PS2 or 3.
I'm honestly choosing to know all the Jack and Daxters too.
I would. It's close. Jack 1 is close for me, but Slide 2 is a revolutionary game, like on terms of like a 3D platformer on the system. Not for the genre, but on the system. The quality of Slide 2 is so crazy. I hate it, but I agree with Roger. I think Ratchet and Clank is out of here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyone else?
So it's you, it's Roger, but we've got three gentlemen who are so distinguished and handsome that they would never forsake Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. They could never do it.
I think we're all in agreement. I don't think this is a debate.
Hold on. McDarris?
Because for me, like, I like Ratchet and Clank, right?
Right.
I like Deadlock. That was like the one on PS2.
I love Deadlocked. I'm playing it right now again.
Good.
But even then, I feel like it's hard.
Is it better than Slide? Are they better than Slide 2?
So I haven't played Slide. I know Slide 2 is really good, but I have not played the Slide games.
I'm telling you right, it's
That's
not.
what's hard for me.
It's not. Chris?
I'm about to reveal my hand, and a lot of people are going to be like, "What? You're insane!" When I was younger, and up until like my early teens, my brain did not physically understand the difference between Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter.
Okay, sure.
And I think like those games, like, all together, like, they have very similar vibes. Like, if you want to break it down to the nitty gritty, they're inherently different games. They play slightly differently, but they're still 3D platforms based on weaponry to an extent. Right? So I feel like shooting Ratchet and Clank right here, especially with the consensus that, you know, like, it's not even the best Ratchet and Clank game from that era, I think that's super fair.
Handsome, huh? Handsome, Ricky, huh? Hey, go ahead.
They're showing their hand. They're just
go ahead.
Big
Big shot from the Lombax.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Ricky, be petty.
I'm gonna co-op
Get that out of here.
what Chris is saying. We can get rid of Jack 3. That just makes sense right now.
I agree. I'm fine with that.
I actually agree.
I'm fine with that.
Like, don't get me wrong. I have been outvoted.
I actually agree. I don't think it's even the best, Jack.
Right.
The ending sucks. The ending sucks. But it's your turn, McDareth, again.
Yeah.
But it's running out of opportunities to be your turn. That is the benefit to this.
Okay, Virtua Fighter 4.
No, I agree with that one.
For top 10, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with
10,
McDareth as well. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
If we're going to be keeping a 3D fighter up here, there's definitely one that we should keep, and definitely one that is Virtua Fighter 4 Evo.
Yeah, Virtua Fighter 4, that can go. I'm fine with getting rid of that one.
Okay.
You know what? I'll be swayed, Tito. If you really want to.
Here's the thing, right? I think Virtua Fighter 4 Evo is a phenomenal game with a shit ton of content, and I think it gets carried by the content, but it's not Tekken 5. So I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm going to relent. I feel like there are other things I'd rather fight for. I know you mentioned it, and okay, cool. But I've played it a bunch of times. I think the meme is better than the game, and that's Bully.
Yeah, no, I think I genuinely do think it's a good game, and I think that there's a lot to be said for Rockstar's other outings that is not like just GTA open world.
Yeah.
Like, I think RDR and Bully are very nice. But if somebody was to be like, oh, there's like better like open world like Sims that you can play, I would agree. The story isn't very good. The combat, if we're being honest, is a little jank and bully. I'd agree with that.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
McDareth, I want you to know this is not targeted in any way.
Oh no.
But if we are going to have one version of Katamari on here, it's going to be Katamari Damacy like 1,000 times. We love Katamari is neat, but if we're taking it at face value, we can't have both of those on here.
No, I agree with that. That's fair.
I also agree. As someone who will be defending Katamari later with McDareth,
Yeah,
I'm on Team Katamari for top 10.
Yeah,
I agree
Katamari's very
that
good.
we love
This is
Katamari.
foreshadowing
Yeah.
for about 30 minutes from now.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, McDareth.
I'm almost free.
He thinks
Okay.
that. He thinks that.
Okay, fine. Zodiac, there's two.
That's totally fine. I won't even argue. I offered it up. I offered it up on a plate earlier. That's totally fine. Look, I mean, we were talking about Ratchet earlier.
Yep,
Deadlock is fun.
Yep.
Bro,
We were talking about some of these
just
other
give me a
games.
break.
No.
See you later. See you later.
Yep.
Goodbye.
You have to understand the true meaning of suffering.
Although McDareth, I will say I'm with you. I love Deadlock. I
Yeah,
love
it's a fun
Deadlock.
game. Fun game.
Okay. Also not targeted, but Need for Speed Most Wanted. It's the next thing I
Out
saw.
of all the other racing games on here,
I mean,
Well,
if we're
the thing
limited
is,
to a top 10 at
it's
this
like
point, yeah.
Gran Turismo. One of those is mine, so I can't pick that. So I think Need for Speed.
Here's the thing. I think this is a good opportunity. I think we pick a racing game as a group.
I think eventually we have to. Yeah.
So you think Most Wanted and Dub Edition can both go then?
I think Gran Turismo, like I said earlier, is a top
I would
10
think Gran
no
Turismo-
matter
yeah,
what.
I agree. Gran Turismo's got to be up there. Yeah.
And I'm actually also including my other game, which is Burnout. The reason why is because Burnout actually is a 360 game to me.
I mean, that's
love-
3 eliminations. That's good with me. I'm fine with that.
I love Burnout. I love Need for Speed. Most Wanted.
Before Eliminations.
No, 'cause Gran Turismo was
tricky.
Oh, SSX Tricky. Oh, I forgot about Tricky. No, I agree.
See, I feel like Tricky's a weird situation though, because that's like extreme sports. I feel like the Tricky conversation comes up when we do Tony Hawk. I feel like that's a different. It's
Okay,
kind of a genre,
that's fair.
but also like kind of a different thing. Yeah,
That's fair.
I wouldn't include that, but I'll agree if we're all in agreement. We could eliminate Need for Speed, Midnight Club, and Burnout right now. I think that's fine.
All right,
Need for Speed,
fine with that.
Okay.
Burnout.
Yeah, because realistically, like I'm not a car game guy. Like I'm not like whenever they announce a new Gran Turismo or Forza, I'm not just like yo car. But I never really think of them as like
Yeah.
Now-
yo those are system movers to me.
I will
They
though.
might be.
When we get to 360, I will fight all of you for Burnout Revenge.
Oh, I mean, I would. Well,
Maybe Revenge Over
I would
Paradise?
Say,
Yes.
I was going to say Burnout Paradise is like one of the best games of all time. I love Burnout Paradise.
Burnout Paradise is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But either way, I'm gonna just say because it was him who got shot first. Go ahead, Chris.
All right, so if we're taking out most of the racing games
Right.
specifically,
Uh-huh.
I feel like another category that we have to look out because we have to like look at rather
Uh-huh.
is because we have two of them. We have Rock Band and the Guitar Hero.
I'll be real with you.
I'm happy.
You can take them both.
So I don't get me wrong. I love
think-
Guitar Hero. I think 3 is the definitive one.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
agree.
Guitar Hero,
And I would
think so.
actually, when I think Guitar Hero too, like, I know a lot of people think 360. I think Wii, man. I really do. When I think of, like Guitar Hero and Rock Band and the era of peripherals, I feel like that was the Wii.
Nah,
you know?
it's
So for me, they are
360
Wii
is
games for me. Yeah.
all the Rock Band for me is 360.
I would definitely be like down to because Tito made the case like it's one of the best Guitar Heroes, and I'd be down to keep it. However, I have a question for Tito. Can you name me 10 songs off Guitar Hero 2?
Oh God.
Hey man.
Really? There it is.
I'm gonna go next.
Okay.
Anyway, Fuck. Okay, I'm going to just eliminate. I'll be easy. Armored Core.
Armored Core 3 is
I knew you
very.
were go-
It's extremely good.
To see it go, but I
agree. Top 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I think it's top. I think it's top 15, top 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny for
I
me.
definitely
Armored
got
Core is
20.
like if this was Xbox, like original Xbox, I think it would probably stay around potentially. But yeah,
Those games were on Xbox.
I was just, Ricky. I was just, you know what I'm saying, just a layup. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect.
Wait, yeah, no, you're thinking Steel Battalion. Armored Core is PS2 for sure.
I got a couple on here, Ricky. If you want to get your get back, bro.
let me double check. It might be Steel Battalion.
All right.
yeah, you're
I
right.
have your consent.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Sounds
go.
dangerous when you phrase it that way. Because when you try to shoot Sons of Liberty right now, I want you to know you're going to be met with shut the fuck up.
No, he's talking about shooting one of mine.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Max
my
Payne
fault.
2 is fine.
Sure, I'll take it out. It's fine.
Max Payne 2.
I think I consider it more of a PC game than anything else.
Really? I would consider Max Payne like the Xbox 360 franchise.
Sure, that too. And, you know, there's another game I consider Xbox, Hitman.
Hitman, I would say.
Obi agrees. Get Hitman out of here.
I have
Obi.
quite a few stealth games on here, and the stealth game that I wanted to put the most, I didn't even put up. So
what?
I'd be fine. Snake Eater.
Oh, Snake Eater!
I'm fine. I'm fine if the one that's getting shot right now is Hitman 2. That makes perfect sense to me.
Obi don't fuck with Hitman either, so talk to Obi about it. Go ahead, Chris.
He's working like crazy.
Now, I'm a very big DMC fan.
Okay, all right. So we got to pick.
I have loved Devil May Cry ever since I played the first one. 3 made me fall in love with the series. Have you played OG DMC?
I was just, man, Chris, you're reading my mind, because that was what I was going to aim for next, was DMC 1. So I'm actually really glad you said this. I will say, full out, full stop, I'm defending you, whatever you're going to say next about it. Get it out of here.
Like, it's such a good, like, entry point for the series, but
Yes.
watching it evolve over time is very weird. Starting at DMC 3, you have like 4 and 5 after it, and people to this day don't know how to tell people which one is the best one. So I think for that, like, even if we're only going to have one Devil May Cry in the top 10, it's going to be Dante's Awakening. It's not going to be 1. It has slightly worse gameplay. The dialogue is bad. Some of the fights suck. in contrast, I don't think DMC 1 stays.
I love the little PCG pocket, whoever's playing that right now.
Yo, mind your business.
Here's the thing. I think that DMC 1 is so influential, so revolutionary. But I will admit DMC 3 is a better game. So sure. I will let it go. I will not even try to fight it.
Like, don't get me wrong. If I could shoot like one of my games, I definitely would have said either RE4 or Eco right there. And I don't think like anybody shooting those two specifically from me, I would be like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Hell, anything
Okay,
on the
Chris.
right side left for me, go
Chris.
ahead and fire away. If
Here's
you
the thing,
want.
Chris. How about I will make an alliance with you before I shoot mine. Okay.
What?
Before I will make it.
Are we allowed to do this?
I will make an alliance with you before I shoot the thing I'm going to shoot, based on what you said. RE4, Eco, and Prince of Persia. Because I think Prince of Persia is a GameCube game.
Oh, I agree. I
would agree with
completely
that.
agree. Yeah, knock those 3 out.
Okay.
Save us 3 more. That's
Okay.
good.
Because like RE4 is a timeless game, but even when I saw it, even when I like initially said it, I said it was part of the GameCube 5. Is it 5 or was it 7?
It was the Capcom 5.
Capcom 5.
Capcom 5, yeah.
The Capcom 5, like the Capcom 5 for the GameCube, it was like it's a GameCube game in my mind.
Because that was
Doesn't
what? That
matter.
was Killer 7, RE4, Beautiful Joe, Project Number something, and then the remake of RE1, right?
Yep. Yeah, RE1.
Yeah.
RE1
All
remake,
good games.
which I'm surprised they won't put RE1 remake up here. I never played it. So
GameCube game again for sure.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like
Yeah, okay.
good for GameCube. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. All right. So the one I'm actually gonna shoot. I want to say something so bad, but I'm just gonna try to get some of these. Like, there's not that much bullshit left. Other than, I think we can get rid of SS Tricky now. I think we can get rid of Tricky now.
We can get rid of Tricky. We can get rid of Tricky. That's fine.
Okay.
I think Tricky, it's a fun game, but it doesn't have the staying power that a lot of these other games have.
I agree. Yeah, and that gives me a shot, right?
Yes.
It's lasted long enough. Get Chaos Theory out of here.
I will agree. Like I said earlier, I think I will say Chaos Theory is the best Splinter Cell game. It has a lot of very fun, cool mechanics for a stealth game, especially from that era. However, if stealth games are not your bag, and I'm going to recommend you one stealth game, it's not Chaos Theory. It's another game. I'm not going to shoot that game.
Right, exactly.
Like realistically.
Right.
All right, Chris. There's
very like obvious ones, right?
Yeah.
However, what I'm trying to do is
Wait,
make it bigger.
Stop it.
That's his own.
Stop it.
That's mine. I can't do anything with that.
Oh, you can.
Oh, you can? You said you can't. You said you had to shoot something of a different color.
Oh,
You'll just have to go again.
yeah. You'll just have to go again. I did it at the beginning
okay.
so I could reveal the rule. You can shoot whatever you want.
Gotcha. So I'm going to refine my list.
Okay.
I'm going to refine my list a lot.
Okay.
I like Thug. I think that is probably one of the best Tony Hawk skating games.
I love Thug.
Yes. Yeah.
I love Thug, but
if I'm going to sit here and be fair to every game on here, it's not.
Yeah. It's a great game, though.
Chris, you can keep going.
With that,
Oh, Ricky, what are you doing over here?
I'm going.
No, stop. No,
Now-
we never agreed.
I am going to do a little bit of a sneaky one, a little bit of a fast one. I think San Andreas is the best Grand Theft Auto that you're going to get on this list.
Okay, that's not fair.
I'm not gonna
So-
lie to you though, but like they might both just be top 10 though.
I was gonna say I think there's one Grand Theft Auto on the top 10.
Really? See, I'm as we're going through this, I'm kind of thinking they're both on there. I think Vice City, in a weird way, I feel like Vice City, MGS2, and Sly 2, I still feel pretty comfortable about those being ones like near the bottom of the 10, but almost assuredly like deserving.
Well, Chris,
There's a couple more. Like we've agreed on some of these already. I'm surprised they're not out.
Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck are we doing? Tino, you're trying to sneak this one by me for way too long. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a better one by far. Get Kingdom Hearts 1 out of here.
No, you're smoking dick. You're smoking dick.
You're smoking.
No, I think Kingdom Hearts 2 is better, but I also think you might have both.
You're smoking. They're both. No. Devour feculence. Absolutely not.
Listen to me for just one
Absolutely
second.
not.
Listen to me for just 1 second.
Okay. We'll listen.
Devour
So,
feculence.
if we're talking about top 10, right?
Yes.
And we're saying you just said that there's 2 Grand Theft Autos.
I did.
You're saying
We agreed earlier that Sly 2 is the best
wait.
platformer. We just get rid of Jak and Daxter right now if we're really going to do that.
So here's the thing, right? If we're keeping both Kingdom Hearts on the list and both Grand Theft Autos,
I don't know the Grand Theft Auto.
that means that 40% of this list is one game.
Bro, 60% of our DS one was Pokemon. I feel like we're going to be fine.
Chris, I see what you're saying. I agree
just
with
might have
you.
to double back.
I agree with you. I think there are other games though that can come out here before
Easily.
that.
I think absolutely we can. However, I want to get the Band-Aid off right now. I want this scab, the wound to heal up before we...
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, so you're voting to get Kingdom Hearts 1 out.
The scab?
Roger, myself,
healing with the
and
scab.
McDareth all disagree, so pick something else.
Okay, so when we have to come back here in 3
Yeah,
games...
we will.
We will.
Come back.
We'll come
will.
back.
It won't
Okay.
even be 3 games, to be honest. Yeah.
So let's get Jak and Daxter out of here.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. Finally.
All right,
Sure.
Jesus.
I will agree with you.
I'm there with you.
I agree with this.
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
easy. I was
So-
looking
so-
at that for the last 20 minutes.
Okay.
So it's vitriol
It
when
was a
something
very
goes
obvious
down.
choice, but then I saw like we just said 2 Grand
Okay.
Theft Auto definitively.
I know. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I agree with you, Chris. I think it's San Andreas, but
I mean, we literally only have 2 more on the right side.
Not
Almost
like
everything
a
else is
full,
on the
one,
left
two,
side.
talk.
three,
I
4.
think potentially Grand Theft Auto, Kingdom Hearts, and Metal Gear might all have 2 games.
Yeah, I agree.
If you put a gun to the back of anybody's head that has played both MGS2 and 3, I can tell you which one comes out more often.
I mean, yes, people.
Here's the
I think
thing.
3 is a better game, but I didn't.
Here's the thing.
I mean, okay,
there are
okay.
no, hold on.
If we're having this argument,
there are 22.
If we're
Hold
having
on.
this argument, okay.
There are 22 games
Uh-huh.
still on this list.
Yeah.
Okay. So say what you're gonna say, then I'm gonna get rid of one because it's my turn. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's a coin flip on the Kingdom Hearts versus MGS thing, because I do feel like gun to most people's heads, I think most people would agree Kingdom Hearts 2 as well. But Kingdom Hearts, the original game, and Sons of Liberty, both were like genre defining for the beginning of PS2, and KH2 and Snake Eater were like, they evolved the formula. But you can't negate like how important and defining those games were, and remove that from the conversation when you have Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and Tekken 5 still on here. And like, I mean, there's like a Tekken 5 is like, I mean, it's a good game, but when we're going like top 10, and we're narrowing this down, I agree with the two that are left on the right side, Sons of Liberty and Vice City. I would agree to keep them all the way to the ending, but there's a lot on this left-hand side that I think is like much more.
Okay, I agree. Persona 4.
That's fine. Yeah, I consider that the better version is on PSP.
Yeah.
If you want to get rid of it now, that's fine.
Golden is
Totally fine. Totally fine with that.
Yep.
Go
ahead.
I would agree. Okay, cool. I was gonna say if I could, and then Tekken 5. I'd say Tekken 5.
I'm disagreeing with Tekken 5 still.
I would. Okay, if we're disagreeing with Tekken 5.
No. But I might be outvoted. But I'm just saying that's me. I agree with Ricky.
But I'll throw it back. But I'll throw it back to you, because then looking at this with the other fighting games, I would say, okay, before Tekken 5, let's get rid of Capcom versus SNK 2, because the PS2 version is great, but the Dreamcast version is still definitive.
I think that if I believe performance-wise, I think they both perform the same, but I agree with you. I associate CVS2 with the Dreamcast.
With Dreamcast, yeah.
Now, and I believe, if I remember correctly,
I did say the same thing with Third Strike.
It's either because it came out on the Dreamcast and the PlayStation, but if I'm remembering correctly, it only came out in Japan on one of those versions, and I don't remember which one it is. But
I would still probably take Third Strike.
I actually, this way, I don't even like Tekken like that. I think the fighting game on top 10 is Tekken 5, so I'm going to.
Yeah, I would say then get rid of Third Strike too. I mean, that's fine. If we're doing this early, and we're talking about like things that are important on other systems, I would consider Third Strike more of a Dreamcast game.
That's a Dreamcast game to me as well.
Yeah. So then, all right.
And get rid of Budokai too.
We'll get rid of Budokai too. I think this is the right time to get rid of Budokai. I'm fine with that.
It's great.
Cool. I appreciate this franchise for what it is.
Well, hold on. This is Chris's turn.
I think they are. No, you just killed my game. You killed Third Strike.
No. So we killed Third Strike, right?
Then you
so
killed
then
Budokai.
I killed because CVS is me.
I'll say mine.
CVS is me, and then I killed Budokai, and now Chris's turn.
Yes. That's fine.
I
really
think
too. I'll give it to you. That's fine.
I really, really enjoy the game. Like I said,
Please, Chris, do the what I'm thinking.
However, I don't think many sports games get to survive in a top 10 discussion for very long. So NBA Street Volume
Okay, here's the thing. I'm actually agreeing with you, because I think here's the problem with this PS2 is the fact that you needed a multi-tab.
Yeah.
Like any four-player game is fucked on the PS2 list, and never mind the fact that the GameCube version is the best version of this game. So I'm
also agree.
I'm going to stand this game when we get to GameCube for top 10.
Me too.
But
the GameCube version of NBA Street has like Mario in it doing breakdancing.
Yes.
Like, it's incredible.
Yes, it's okay. All right, Ricky, Battlefront 2. It's been long enough, bro. It made it far enough, bro. We're getting to the end, bro. It's fine. It's the only Star Wars game that most people have ever played in their life that's not Lego. But it's not top 10.
Right. It is top 10. It's unfortunate that you would have that take, but I'm going to sustain here and say that we should keep Star Wars Battlefront 2, only because this is the epitome of fun. This is the epitome. This is one. If you have any memories with playing this with a friend or a sibling or whatever, this one sticks out. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Who agrees with Tito?
I think it's definitely one of the better shooters on PS2. However, that being said, shooters didn't really get figured out until the 7th gen.
Yep.
And I think that with that said, this game, like, it's definitely like fond memories, but I think trying to say it's top 10 is nostalgia speaking. It's definitely top 20, maybe even top 15. You could twist my arm and get that out of me. But top 10?
Here's the thing too, to back you up, Chris. In PlayStation 2, I think more than any other system is the definite console for the single player experience. Look at how many single player games are on this list.
Good single player games.
Like you could argue that it has the best single player game collection catalog of any system to ever exist. And the downside of that is that the PS2 multiplayer selection is dog shit comparatively.
Like that's what makes Battlefront 2 stand out.
Oh, yeah, cool, man. It's an 8 in a sea of 10s.
Yeah, like I said, it's definitely the best shooter, one of the best multiplayer experiences on the PS2, hands down. If you were like, do you remember the Battlefront 2 campaign?
No. No, he does not.
Like, any particular missions from Battlefront 2?
Misa called Jar Jar Binks. Misa no liking outsiders.
Because like
You don't know what.
Ricky, we know that you know it's not top 10, bro. We know that you know that.
I like.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay. Thank you, Ricky. Ricky's seeing reason.
A while longer.
As a quick aside, Chris might be too powerful for this.
He's right. No, he's right.
No.
He's right.
No, he's
now,
right.
now,
Just-
now, here's the thing.
No,
Ricky,
but it's just funny because like we're all talking kind of surface level, and Chris goes straight to okay, but how much of this game do you actually remember?
No, that's
so the
facts.
person has to think like, damn.
That's the fact. That's the facts. That's a great like that matters. Ricky, we are at 17 games. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get to 15, we're gonna do something a little bit different. But go ahead and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Pick something else.
Okay.
It's getting tough.
Just know I'm looking at the last couple blue things that I have on here, and I will fight to you to the fucking death on these.
Okay. I know we were talking about this a little bit earlier. And personally, I love Kingdom Hearts.
Bro, we are not looping back here.
We're not.
I told you.
You're out,
Roger.
You're out.
I love Kingdom Hearts. I think the first one kind of like expanded people's imaginations, and it was, it had a cultural impact, and that's why we all love what happened with Kingdom Hearts 2. And for that reason, that's why I want to get rid of Silent Hill 2.
No.
So I think we'll get rid of Silent Hill 2.
No, yeah, you actually
I
can't.
think we'll get rid of Silent Hill 2.
Insane.
You were maybe on something, and then you threw the worst Hail Mary I have ever seen in my life.
Right now,
what are you talking
G?
about?
And then we keep the 2 Kingdom Hearts. That's what I'm thinking.
Here's the thing,
I think
right?
that makes sense to me.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
It's Chris's, so I'm gonna let him go. But unfortunately, you have to understand, Ricky. Out of every game on the PS2, the highest, the most selling system of all time. You understand that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
There are only 2 games that are original to this system that have been remade. One of them is Shadow of the Colossus, and the other is Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 2, yes.
The remake came out last year. And aside from the remake, this is one of the most, if not the most influential survival horror games of all time. After Resident Evil took its turn and became more action-oriented.
Yes.
The atmosphere in this game is unmatched by any of its peers, even in the same series going later on down the line. People consider Silent Hill 2 one of the greatest just because of the sheer well-done storytelling in the game. If you were to ask me about the combat in this game, I would tell you that the combat is very not good. However, the combat is secondary of service to the story
that's kind of the
and
point.
the
Yes,
atmosphere.
it's clunky on purpose. It's clunky on
Put the
purpose.
whole thing together. I mean, come on now.
If he was in there just shooting things,
People
and
to
everything
this
just fell over,
day
it'd be
have
way
been
different.
having arguments until the remake came out and clarified specific things about what events were going on in the game and what specific things were actual to the core plot of the game, such as James bringing certain things or people with him to Silent Hill, to the point where there have been, like I said, forum-long discussions, and I don't mean singular pages on forums. I mean multiple threads dedicated to people talking about the brilliance of the monster design, the atmosphere, and the overall story of Silent Hill 2. People do that with Kingdom Hearts as a series, not just for Kingdom Hearts 1.
It's the thing of like, Ricky, you have to understand, because you're already outvoted, but Silent Hill, when I say the words genre defining,
Right, Silent Hill 2 is like one of those games.
well, Silent Hill 2 is a genre it is a genre defining game. So
I think it says a lot that I am not a horror game fan.
Me neither. I hate horror games.
Silent Hill 2, I would 100% say it's like, I think is a lock for our top 10.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's a lock. I mean, there's like no way around it that's going to be.
And we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that, but Ricky, you got to pick something else.
Yeah.
So then, let me ask a question here. Can you, Tito, glaze Gran Turismo 4 the same way that Chris just glazed Silent Hill 2?
Yes, I can. Yes. Gran Turismo 4 is a top 10 PlayStation 2 game, and it's not close. It's a lock. It has to be on this list. It is the most technological, advanced game. It is the best running game in the system. It's one of the most graphically beautiful games in the system. It is the best sim racer of all time. Never mind the fact that from a literal, what makes games work, a technical marvel is Gran Turismo 4. It is a game that if I were to play it for you right now, Ricky, you wouldn't know it's a PS2 game. You would think it's a 360 game. You would think it's a fucking PS4 game.
PS3 game.
You would think it's a PS3 game, Ricky. This game is no. Gran Turismo 4 is also, guess what? A top 5 selling game on the system. It is top 10.
Yeah, easy. I also agree with that.
I don't even like the sim racers that much. It is top 10.
If you want to eliminate one of Tito's so badly, and you're going after Gran Turismo. It's
not GOW, I'll tell you that.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You're smoking
cock. It's not GOW. I'll tell you that right now, bro.
Nah, yeah, definitely not God of War 2.
Smoking cock. But
I feel like God of
War. Very serious with you, Roger.
Ricky,
not GOW. That was one of the first mature games I ever really.
You can either pick a new game, Ricky, or you can pass.
You guys wouldn't let me take out Silent Hill 2.
Okay.
You're not letting me touch Gran Turismo 4.
No.
And I really want to touch Gran Turismo 4.
Here's really what we should do. Here's really what we should do. With what's left, because there are a lot of duplicates in different genres, but different franchises. But I do feel like a lot of those games absolutely deserve to be in contention. I almost feel like what we do at the point we're at is start saying the things that are absolute positive locks.
Roger, you are literally ahead of me. I was gonna say when we get to 15, we're not eliminating, we're locking. I think we're locking.
Yeah,
I think we start locking right now.
So here's what I think. What we do is, to make it fair, we're gonna go down the list. We're gonna start with Chris. Yeah. Pick a game that's not yours.
Yes, I agree.
Pick a game that's not yours to lock it, and if we all agree, we lock it. And guess what? We're committing.
Yes, I'm fine with that. Let's go!
Okay. Does it have to be unanimous?
Not a unanimous, but majority.
Yeah, cool. So Snake Eater, saved.
Okay.
Locked, done.
Yeah. Snake Eater.
Yeah. I'm not fighting that.
Yeah, so McDerrick.
Okay.
Again, we are locking here.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 10.
I agree.
Good.
I agree.
Stuff, lock it in.
I agree. I agree. Someone underline that. Okay, Ricky?
Yep, I got it.
Kingdom Hearts 2, free for me.
Yep, I agree.
I agree with that.
That's a lock. I agree.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so then who's next?
It would be you.
It's me.
It'd be you.
Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah,
yes.
done.
My boy.
I'm good. I got my top 3. I'm good.
Then I'll do Silent Hill 2.
Thank you.
Silent Hill 2.
Thank you.
Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, I agree.
Silent Hill 2.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, so that is 5.
Okay.
That is 5. We're at 17. We can do this one more time. Chris.
Pretty good.
Now, here's the issue. From what we have left, 2 of these games is mine.
Okay.
You can choose somebody else's though. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I have to choose somebody else.
He has to choose somebody else.
Yep.
Realistically, if I'm voting with my brain and not my heart, Vice City.
My man!
That's a lock?
Woo!
That's a lock?
My man, that's a lock.
I'm dancing.
Hey,
My fingers are blue.
Here's
Keep in mind, I'm locking that one because I can't pick San Andreas.
Well, because this is why it's kind of weird. Because my pick was going to be San Andreas.
Let's go. Let's do it. Lock him in.
I disagree. My argument is count. We still have. Look at the games we have left to do, and you're gonna
lock in one more.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if you're locking in both GTAs and agreeing to that, look what you're leaving out.
That's fine. That's fine. I think that's how we have to do it, because I think that's what we have to do. I completely
compare. We're comparing
Yes.
what we have left versus what we're picking.
Yes.
And if you were to ask me, would I rather play Sly 2 or San Andreas? That's the freest choice of all time.
Yeah, easy.
True. Yeah, I'm with locking in San Andreas. So that's,
Okay, well,
I agree.
Ricky,
I'm locking in too.
boy. I'm thinking, who's pinging me?
that's crazy. That's fucking sick. This is collusion. This is collusion.
Somebody's pinging me in the background to make sure that I make the right choice here.
If whoever's pinging you saying to pick Katamari Damacy, you tell that guy to shut up.
I agree.
You gotta shut up. You gotta shut up, McDerritt. It's Okami we're going with here.
Bro, of course
I
that was
disagree.
not me.
I disagree.
You tried it. It didn't
I
work.
disagree.
That definitely was not me, and I also disagree.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Okami over DMC3 is insane.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Wait, so we're disagreeing? Are we disagreeing with
Who's
this?
disagreeing?
I'm disagreeing.
So this is 2 to 3. We're not doing Okami then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Now that doesn't. Now we'll come back, Ricky. So we'll
I mean,
come back.
it made our Wii list, to be fair. So
We'll come.
Yeah,
So
I'm happy with that.
we're gonna skip. It's Roger. It's your turn.
Great, Kingdom Hearts.
I agree.
Nice.
I don't
Let's
agree.
go.
I
There's
don't
3.
agree.
That's all I need to hear. I heard 3. Doesn't matter. There's 3.
Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Wait, Roger.
We're good.
No, Roger. Because I think it is worth noting a couple of things. First, Kingdom Hearts 1, like you said, yes, I think even we would agree. Mechanically, of course, 2 is better.
Of course
2 is better gameplay.
100%.
Of course.
But the Kingdom Hearts is one of the defining PS2 games. It is when you fucking think of a PS2, you think of the fucking blue box. Like it is so associated with the system. And guess what? The most like damning piece of it, because I always go back to this figure, it is the highest selling original IP on the PS2.
Yes. I mean, what we have left, because we agreed with, Kingdom Hearts is on here, but I think that the thing that's coming up now that is going to be interesting, right? With 2 more picks left and us not being able to choose our own picks.
No, I think now we just pick.
Well, no, I think because it goes back, right? So
because
you can choose.
Well, I'm picking, and
what are you picking of the?
Because the thing is, 3 of these are mine. So Ricky, you and I have choices left. Let's talk about this, you and me, okay?
You guys collude.
Okay, Ricky, I think for me, Ricky, it's not Katamari. Do you agree?
Oh no.
Okay,
That's unfortunate too.
Okay, so that's one.
No, I can.
That's
agree
one.
with that.
That's
Okay.
fair. At this point, that's fine.
Okay.
I love Katamari.
So I'm actually gonna go ahead and scratch it out. Okay,
I literally
Ricky,
almost forgot it was there. I'm
Ricky,
sorry.
for me, it's not MGS2 either.
It's not MGS2. I
Agree
am
or
on the
disagree?
fence on that one. I disagree. I think
Okay.
we come to that last.
I don't think it's last because out of what's available here,
So we got Gran Turismo, Sly
2,
Tekken, DMC3, God of War 2, and Sons of Liberty. Those are the last 6 remaining.
I
I
think
think Tekken 5 might get sniped here. Bro,
here's the thing. I so disagree with this, but I don't think I'm going to convince any of these 3 guys that Tekken 5 should be up here. So, sure. So that means we're down to 6. We're out of the 8. We're down for 6. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to hate myself later. GT4 and God of War, I would pick over Sly 2.
Absolutely.
I would say that as well.
I
don't know if I would say God of War, but I agree with GT.
I can't. I love Sly 2, but I can't.
Yeah.
I know this one hurts you, bro.
I can't. I literally can't.
I'm so sorry.
Like
What
that's the.
you doing in here?
Like
What's going on?
that would be the
We're
only.
doing the PS2. We're doing the
Coastal
PS2 right
water
now.
door.
You guys
You
are
actually might be able to save this. So we are
hold
currently-
on. No, stop talking. Stop talking. I'm looking at this list right now. I'm so mad.
Why?
Well, you should have been
Mad
here then.
about what?
Why the
You were
why the
invited.
fuck-
Where were you?
Why the fuck is Resident Evil 4 gone?
Because we're technically classifying it as a GameCube game.
That's what we've been saying.
We all came to the agreement that if
Yeah, there it is.
well,
Yeah.
He left.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Coast is gonna try to get RE4 on every list that it's on. So
I mean, it'll be on GameCube. It'll be on the. I think we all agree that when we do GameCube for this, it's a lock.
Didn't I say when we did the Wii list that it's the best GameCube game? Like, I'm pretty sure
you literally did. Yeah, you were like
RE4 has been ported to so many different consoles. If you
but it is a GameCube game without a shadow of a doubt. Like that will be on the GameCube list. You guys who are worried about RE4, like it's gonna be there.
Fine.
Don't worry about it.
Like
not
it's
even a question.
And you know what?
And Okami, to be fair,
I was literally gonna say Okami. Ricky, come on. Okami's on the Wii list. Okami's on the Wii list, Ricky. Come on. You didn't even play it on PlayStation. You played it on Wii. Come on.
I played it on both, but it was bootleg on PlayStation.
Okay, so can we? Okay, let's get rid of it. Okay.
Let's get rid of Okami.
So because again, I already disagreed, or I already been voted out about putting both Kingdom Hearts. I would only put one here because I would put one. I think Roger's okay with putting both. The problem is now, the reason why I didn't want to put both up here is because it avoids the dilemma we're in now, where I have to choose between God of War 2, Devil May Cry, and fucking Gran Turismo.
I think that is the easiest choice of my life.
I also feel like that's pretty easy.
Okay.
I'm not even thinking.
Okay, I picked GT4 and God of War.
You're insane.
You're insane, dude.
No.
Sons of Liberty is right there. Wait, you're smoking.
No, I'm talking about those are the ones I would keep.
Yeah, you're insane.
You're insane.
Okay,
Sons of Liberty is for sure top 10.
I disagree.
I think GT4, DMC3.
I would say God of War 2 and DMC3. You're not pulling up anywhere and like you see a PlayStation and somebody's like, dude, let's play Gran Turismo. If Devil May Cry is right there.
I didn't play Sons of Liberty, so that's why I'm ignoring it. I didn't say anything about it.
I would literally say Sons of Liberty, and I would also say Gran Turismo, to be completely honest. But I feel like
see, we are split. We are
split because I get completely. At first, when you said Gran Turismo, I was like, I don't know. But then, as you were talking through it, it's worth thinking about it, and we're thinking about like PS2 as a whole, like.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry as a franchise is great, right? Like DMC3, I think is probably the best of the Devil May Cry games. Like far and away is my personal favorite of all the Devil May Cry games. But again, this goes back to like the whole thing with what's representative of the system.
Yes.
Like this is the birth of Kratos. And as much as like
it's not
really
the birth of
love those
Kratos,
original
it's two.
three,
It's two.
No, I know, but
one is here. One is on the PlayStation.
Right, I know, but what I'm saying is Kratos literally started on PS2. God of War started on PS2. God of War 2 is the best of the PS2 God of War games. So I would understand God of War being the choice.
Hey, let me make this clear. Let me make this clear. It's about the only lucid thing that I'm going to say this entire time.
Yeah.
When you think about Nintendo and the IPs that Nintendo has, you got the Mario, you got the DK, you got the Link. When you think about Sony and what they have to offer, you think Kratos and you think Snake. You think Sons of Liberty and God of War 2.
That's really funny that you bring that up.
Yeah, you say Snake, and Snake is not the main character of that game.
Yeah, I was about to say. You don't play as Snake past the first 30 minutes.
I don't care. He's there. He's still present. Okay.
Okay. How about this, Chris? I would pick Devil May Cry over Vice City. I vote to replace Vice City with Devil May Cry.
I'm honestly in agreement. The only thing that I like more in Vice City about San Andreas is I think the radio's better. That's it.
Roger, look what's left.
But I think legitimately out of these, like if you guys feel really, really that strongly about Devil May Cry, if you feel that strongly, then I say let's just end this now. But because I would think of these four, that would be the one that I would cut. But if you feel that strongly about it, I am willing, because we have 2 Kingdom Hearts and 1 Metal Gear, and I'm fine with that and I like that. I will give up Sons of Liberty if no one else is willing to stand with me with Sons of Liberty being top 10. I will happily get rid of that, and then when it comes down to Gran Turismo, Devil May Cry, God of War, we're going to vote. I guarantee you, Tito, Gran Turismo's getting out of here if that's the case.
We don't have to. If you're getting rid of MGS2 and we're replacing Vice City with Devil May Cry, then God of War 2 and Gran Turismo 4 are also top 10 and we're done.
Okay. So you want to get rid of Sons of Liberty, replace Vice City with DMC3, and then do God of War 2 and Gran Turismo 4.
And that's 10. And I believe that's 10.
Let's do that.
Do we agree?
Easy. Let's do that. Let's save time. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah. Let's.
We're replacing Devil May Cry and Vice City, getting rid of MGS2, and then God of War 2 and Gran Turismo 4 are both top 10.
Fine. Cool. Fine with me.
Well, okay. That was not easy.
I mean, it was still easier than
We already knew it was.
I feel like this. I'm not going into this one with like blood red eyes like I was for the Wii one. The Wii one, I was ready to like kill somebody. So I feel like this is fine.
I think we're cockriding crazy having 2 Kingdom Hearts in here.
I agree. I agree.
I don't either. I don't.
Hey, hold on, Ricky.
Okay, listen. I would sooner sacrifice Kingdom Hearts 1 and put in Sons of Liberty than to have 2 Kingdom Hearts.
All day, every day.
Well, let's do that then.
No. I disagree.
I disagree.
Because here's the thing.
I don't. There's 3 of us.
Well, it's 3 to 2.
You think Kingdom Hearts? Roger, you no.
I'm so sorry.
Here's the thing,
I
Roger.
vote for Kingdom Hearts. No.
That's what I'm saying, Roger. You said Kingdom Hearts 1 is better than 2.
No,
I agree.
No, I did not. I said it was more influential.
Devil May Cry, MGS2,
MGS2
and GT4. One of these is 11.
Yes. Which one?
Which one is it?
I think MGS2 is 11.
Okay,
agree.
That's fine. Then we get rid of that's fine. MGS2 is 11 then? So then what is 10?
Okay,
Gran Turismo or Devil May Cry?
Hold on. Let's go ahead. This is our top 10 in no order. We're going to order these. GTA San Andreas, Kingdom Hearts 2, Shadow of the Colossus, MGS3, God of War 2, FF10, Kingdom Hearts 1, Devil May Cry 3, Silent Hill 2, and Gran Turismo 4.
Yes.
Okay? So,
still happy.
I will concede Gran Turismo 4 at number 10.
Fine. Easy. Fucking in.
It just barely made it for me.
It's funny that Coast brought up Devil May Cry 3 as such an influential game, because you know what influenced God of War 2 and Kingdom Hearts 2 in as far as their gameplay goes?
Yeah.
Definitely Devil May Cry, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
But I already...
Which is why I think now looking at this, Kingdom Hearts is our number 9. Gran Turismo 10, I think Kingdom Hearts is 9.
Kingdom Hearts 9 and 2 goes up like a couple more spaces.
I think 2 is in top 5.
I'm going to throw out another game. Throw out FF10.
No.
FF10 I think is like top 5.
Yeah, I think FF10 is top 5.
Because Kingdom Hearts, we just had this whole debate about whether Kingdom Hearts even deserved to be on here. And I was on your side for a long time. And I think if we're going back and forth, again, 10 we've already decided is Gran Turismo.
Right, it's already in there.
So that means 9 and 8 should realistically be Kingdom Hearts and Devil May Cry. It's just a matter of where to put them. And it seems like we have a lot more people who like Devil May Cry 3 than the original Kingdom Hearts, so it should be KH1 is 9.
Okay.
And Devil May Cry 3 is 8. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say something a little bit wild here. I think God of War 2 deserves to be 8.
I agree.
And DMC 3 needs to be 7.
Oh, you think DMC 3 should be above God of War? Okay.
I disagree.
No,
I disagree.
I think I would
GOW
agree with
is
that
higher.
one.
I disagree only because I think we can all agree that the gameplay is comparable. They're both they both play well, but I think God of War 2 is so much more ambitious from a technical aspect as well, with how crazy that game starts with these massive fights. Yes, it's obviously influenced by Devil May Cry 3, but also the fact that again, it's just so the pacing is a little bit better. I would also argue the level design of God of War 2 is incredible. It's kind of what a lot of the modern, if you look at a lot of the other, single player experiences like that, we're modeling God of War 2, level design and pacing for the next 2 generations.
If we're being real, that level design was made by DMC 1 because all character action games have followed the Devil May Cry blueprint for so long. The only thing God of War has over Devil May Cry is the series of spectacle. It's more cinematic, yes, but that doesn't make it necessarily a better game.
You don't think the narrative is better?
I don't think the narrative is better at all. In DMC 3, you have themes of, nature versus nurture, family ties, personal growth and strength, and reuniting with enemies. In God of War 2, it's kill gods.
I agree with that.
I agree with that too. Put Devil May Cry above God of War.
I still think you could say that there is spectacle in DMC 3.
Absolutely, but I think to a much lesser degree.
Yeah, it's not its main like selling point. You
The
can't
selling
argue
point
that.
is do combo. Yeah, that's realistically it.
Okay. I vote for number 6. I throw out FF10 again.
I think it has to be 5 at the very least.
I agree. I think 5 is. I literally think it's 5. I think it's the stopgap. I think.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, so Roger, you think it has to be 5?
Yes.
Okay. Is FF10 better than San Andreas?
No.
No.
Okay. Is it better than Kingdom Hearts 2?
I'd say yes.
Yes.
Nah,
I disagree.
Me.
I disagree. Ricky? We all know the Coast doesn't like Kingdom Hearts, so
I don't think it's better than Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm sorry.
is it better?
Kingdom
Okay.
Hearts 2 was crazy.
Okay, Roger, is FF10 better than Shadow of the Colossus?
No.
Is it better than
absolutely
is it better than Snake
Oh,
Eater?
really?
not. No.
Is it better than Silent Hill 2?
Yes, for me. Yes. But the thing is, this isn't my list. This is
No,
and
I'm
I feel
asking you. I'm asking you specifically.
No, I don't think so. No, I would choose
Okay.
it over something.
I honestly think that FF10 is great. I think it's one of the better at Final Fantasies of the whole genre. Like of the whole mainline FF, I think it's like top 5 for sure. But I think all the other games are we're talking about like 9.5s and 10s.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that the thing that's separating them is that I think the other games have more of an impact on their genre by a lot.
Well, we could do. I mean,
Like, the games above
I would
it,
not
rather.
be opposed. We're at 6 and 5, right?
Yes.
I would not be opposed to 6 being FF10 and 5 being
Silent Hill. I agree. That's exactly what I was
that's
going to
good.
say.
I'm cool with that. Yeah,
That sounds good to me.
I agree
that
with
sounds
that.
good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I think Silent Hill 2 has like a fantastic story and a fantastic narrative overall, but I think the gameplay is a little jank.
Yes. And I would agree. I would back you up on that, Chris, and say it is on purpose though. I think it is
I would
intentional.
definitely on purpose. Yeah.
I think there's a minor part of it that's on purpose, but now, especially after playing the remake, my brain goes, man, I don't want to touch OG Silent 2 ever.
Okay.
See, now at this point,
So hear me out.
I want the editor to know. I just want the editor to know. Vanilla. You can go back to an hour and a half ago when we first started. What did I say at the very beginning of this video? I said my top 3 games are Kingdom Hearts 2, Shadow of the Colossus, and Snake Eater. Now, I might have used some weird sneak ways to get around certain things.
No, I don't think anyone would disagree with you.
I
don't think anyone
I got my 3 in the top 4. So I'm chilling now. In whatever order you want to put those, I'm fine. I'm not even going to argue. I'm chilling.
Cool, that's dope. I put San Andreas at number 4.
You're no.
No.
Shut up.
Is it because the MC is black? Is that why you're doing that?
What are you talking?
Okay, hear me out.
Hold
Hear me
on,
out.
just-
Hear me out.
hold
Hear me
on,
out.
I'm
Hear me
just trying to
out.
understand your
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh,
Okay.
Tito,
Hear me out.
Tito.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. We're now again talking about 9.5s and 10s. So we're all agreeing that all these games are phenomenal.
Yes.
So now it's about the flavor of phenomenal in which you would prefer. I think Shadow of the Colossus is bottom top 2. Shadow of the Colossus.
I disagree.
Hold on.
I
Okay.
disagree.
Okay. So that's what I'm talking about for me. Okay. Because
Gotcha.
and now I'm talking about it's not only how good of a game it is, but now we're talking about its impact on gaming as a whole. PS2 is fucking crazy. Okay.
Yes.
And I think that if you take all that into consideration, I think San Andreas is phenomenal, but I don't think it personally for me it's as impactful as Shadow of the Colossus.
That's cap.
I'm talking about for me. I don't think in terms of how games are viewed and made.
No. I'm saying it's cap because you've seen San Andreas referenced way more frequently than you have Shadow of the Colossus.
I don't know what you mean by that. I don't think I have.
So I hear what you're saying. As another fellow Shadow of the Colossus stan, I hear what you're saying.
I love Shadow of the Colossus too, don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Had a lot of impact on the adventure game genre and changed a lot of stuff. But realistically, when you think of PS2, like if you really want to do San Andreas in 4, I'm fine with that. That's like my peak, absolutely the thing that I want. But if we're being serious, if we're being like 100% serious, a GTA probably belongs in top 3. I feel like it probably does. And with what we have here with KH2, Shadow of the Colossus, and Snake Eater, I'll tell you the one that's absolutely in top 3 of those 3 is Snake Eater.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm pushing Snake Eater to fucking
number 1,
baby.
No, you're smoking.
Brother. I'm right there with you. Snake Eater's number 1.
Snake Eater's 100% one.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with Shadow of the Colossus, I love that game. I think that is a fantastic adventure game. I think the combat, it doesn't exist. It is a platforming challenge.
It is a platform, yeah.
So with that, I think that like we talked about getting rid of Slide 2, and you said earlier, by your own admission,
right,
Slide 2 is the best platform.
It is the best 3D platformer, traditional 3D platformer on the game, yeah.
So if that's the metric and Slide 2 didn't even make top 10, the fact that Shadow of the Colossus makes it to the top 4 is
but
fantastic.
Shadow of the Colossus is not a platformer.
It kind of, and I see what Chris is saying.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying for sure. But Shadow of the Colossus is like a boss fight simulator. Is what it is.
Yeah, but
it's really not.
The thing is, you don't fight
elements.
the bosses.
Right? No.
It's a puzzle.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle game.
Yeah.
More than
It's a puzzle platformer.
Yeah.
You climb the monster. You do the fucking singular attack, and sometimes it'll shake you off.
So here's the thing. I think I hear what all of you are saying. Are you all saying that Kingdom Hearts 2 is number 4? Is that what you were saying?
No, I would say
nobody has said that.
Nobody has said that.
No, because all of you are saying San Andreas is top, because everyone's saying San Andreas is top 3. 2 of you are saying that Snake Eater is at least top 2. So basically, you guys are saying 3 and 4 are Kingdom Hearts and Shadow of the Colossus.
Two of us said, in fact, three of us.
Snake Eater's
Three of us said Snake Eater's top 1.
No. Like, okay, but I'm just saying minimum top 2 is I'm just pulling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means you guys are saying that 3 and 4 are Shadow of the Colossus and Kingdom Hearts 2. That's what you're saying, right?
And I think Kingdom Hearts 2 is a better game than Shadow of the Colossus, sadly.
I would agree with that.
There's an actual like solid narrative that you can follow and listen to, whereas the narrative in Shadow of the Colossus, you don't get told anything, and I think that's very beautiful that a game can have a narrative and have an experience and a journey for you without saying anything, but it diminishes the overall experience because your entire journey is to go to try to save this girl, and by the end of it you save this girl, and that's really all that you can say about the story, right? Whereas
but the whole thing with Shadow of the Colossus, without getting into spoilers, right, is that like in the process of saving her, you yourself are corrupted.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah,
and like there's a lot, I mean, Shadow, I would say the narrative in Shadow is very good, but I do think like if I'm looking at Kingdom Hearts versus Shadow of the Colossus, I would, again, in my personal ranking of these 4 games, San Andreas would be 4. But I think in removing myself from it, removing my bias from it, I do think Shadow probably belongs at 4.
Yeah.
If I'm removing my own, like I'm looking at like what's
Tough pill to swallow.
When I think PS2, I think of 3 franchises on PS2. I think of Grand Theft Auto, I think of Kingdom Hearts, and I think of Metal Gear. And so I think with those 3 being the top 3, that tracks and makes sense. And I'm fine with Shadow being 4.
I think Shadow of the Colossus is a fantastic game. Everybody should play.
Fantastic game. Amazing game. Yeah,
Here's
one of
the
my
thing.
favorite games of all time.
I think we can get rid of this top 4 and order it right now, but I have to ask McDareth something.
Let's go.
McDareth?
Yep.
This tells me everything I need to know about the rest of this list. Do you think Kingdom Hearts 2 is a better game than Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
Yes.
You're insane.
Okay.
There we go.
So, based off the comments, I'm going to summarize and propose a ranking. I think everyone is... I will... Shadow of the Colossus at 4. What do we say?
I think Shadow.
That's right. I think that's right.
Hey.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to start there. Shadow of the Colossus at 4. So the top 3 are Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Kingdom Hearts 2, and Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. So,
yes.
And hear me out. Hear my logic here. I don't think Kingdom Hearts 2 is good enough to be number 1 because I don't think it's the best game on the system.
Absolutely, I agree.
But I don't think it's 3 either.
I agree. I think it's 2.
I think it's 3 with a bullet.
I would order, me personally, I would put, if I'm never going to convince you guys that Snake Eater is not the best game on the PS2, I would put San Andreas at 3. That's what I would do, but McDareth, we haven't heard from you in a while. What do you think?
Between those 3, yeah, I would put San Andreas in 3.
Now, I understand that I am in a bunch of, in the midst of the Kingdom Heart fandom right now.
I don't even like 2.
What was your first clue?
Doesn't even like Kingdom Hearts.
It's going to be hard to convince you. However, we're talking about genre-defining, system-defining games.
Yes, which all of them are.
Yes, which we are now in the process of like selecting and picking which ones. Both Kingdom Hearts 2 and San Andreas.
I would agree.
Like iconic
games.
unequivocal
Iconic. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the
In the-
legacy of the PlayStation.
In the top 100 games of all time.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
Easy.
Somebody earlier brought
To
up
be
the
fair,
statement-
eight of these would be in the top 100 games. of all time. Arguably 10 of them.
Arguably
yeah, right.
10 of them,
Yeah.
actually.
So, right,
Arguably
right,
all
right.
of these games
Right.
are top 100
Right.
games of all time.
Right.
So earlier,
that's
somebody
fair.
brought up the statement. I can't remember if it was Roger or McDareth saying that whenever Kingdom Hearts news comes out, the internet
It was me.
breaks.
It was me.
It was you that said that?
Yes.
Do you remember the first time we got Kingdom Hearts or GTA 6 news? What happened? Twitter fucking broke for an hour. It wouldn't work.
I mean, people still make jokes where so and so happened before GTA 6. Like,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were also making equivalent jokes about Kingdom Hearts 3.
about
They're,
Kingdom Hearts
they're
3.
still not. No. They're
the game
still
came out,
not
though.
doing it, and there's an equivocal game to Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 4 because we haven't had any news about that, but we know it's in development still. So with that, with Grand Theft Auto being a more influential series overall, I'm putting it at 2.
I think they are.
I don't like you, Chris.
No, because the thing is, I truly think that they are comparable. I think the impact,
are.
the only difference, the caveat here with which is a good point about people making a meme about GTA. The problem is that Kingdom Hearts 3 did come out. But before it came out, no one heard anything, and then the game just drops a trailer, and everyone loses their fucking mind. Like I know it's not equivalent to, because you can't put fucking what's his face from San Andreas in Smash.
Okay, you
But-
can't. However, every single time a new game on PC comes out, do you want to know what one of the first set of mods is for that game?
That's true.
Putting CJ and Big Smoke in the game.
Are those is that their names? Yeah. Those are
Yeah.
CJ and Big Smoke
Yeah,
from
it
San
is.
Andreas always.
I always
make
get them and
their
the Vice
way-
City guys mixed up. So
Lance,
that's fair.
Vance, and
yeah. Like I get it. I get it. But I truly like. I think at this point it's just
okay.
preference. I think it's just preference at this point, and I'm not even can't say that you're wrong. If you want to say San Andreas is the best game on the PS2, I can't even argue you like that. Like I really can't.
Over there, player.
No, what
Now
I'm
you
saying-
get to go one-on-one with the Undertaker.
what I'm saying here, playa, is that like I think anything in the top 5 you can make an argument. What I'm
Of
saying.
course.
But I
I
think for
still
me is
think-
just I think the gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 2 is some of the best gameplay on the system. Like
I think in this top
can y'all
3,
remember?
best gameplay in the system, hands down, bar none.
yes, I would agree.
You're saying Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yeah.
Yes, I think
I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 has like incredible action. Yeah, I mean, I
Kingdom
love
Hearts 2 had
and
the
that game.
combat in the entire franchise. Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't hold
Yeah,
a
oh,
candle to
easily.
it.
Kingdom Hearts 3
Yeah,
is the thing about that is that Kingdom Hearts 3 is trying to catch up to 2, and it's better than 1, but okay. Like you know what I mean? Like
Can
They had
y'all
to
just
patch
for a
Kingdom
brief
Hearts 3 to
moment?
get it into a better state.
yeah.
Can y'all for just a brief moment remember the vibes of Kingdom Hearts 2 when you get final form? When you
Oh, it's
freaking
incredible.
get
Yeah, no, that
the
shit is
fight with
incredible.
Zemnis,
I mean, at the time,
Riku.
even at the time, like weird stuff, like when we went back to Night Before Christmas and it was actually Christmas Land, or like where you got the first ever like reveal in the old gaming magazines. It's like there's going to be a Pirates of the
Yes.
Caribbean live action
Bro,
world,
bro.
or Steamboat Willie world. Like
Bro.
that's crazy.
Or, bro.
They have not done anything that shocking since. That was like amazing and mind blowing. The Pirates of the Caribbean and Steamboat Willie in that
Like,
game.
the feeling of playing the game of Kingdom Hearts. The best part about it is discovering which worlds you're going to.
World's made it exactly.
literally-
And then
Yeah.
And Kingdom Hearts
even,
2
like-
arguably has the best world.
The best worlds, easily. Yeah, the best worlds.
do you guys remember
100% agree.
the first
Still not
time
better than
Mickey
Signature.
chopped in to try to save you?
Oh
the
my
fight
god,
that
so
was?
good.
Because
So,
for me, that
so,
was
so
that
good.
was the final beating the beast, the final one there.
I think honestly, and again, I'm not actually mad at Chris because I think there is a crazy argument, but I think at this point it's preference.
Yeah.
We just have to vote. I vote for Kingdom Hearts at 2.
You voted Kingdom Hearts where?
Or I vote for Kingdom Hearts at 2 because the thing is, I'm never going to convince all of you that it's better than Snake Eater, so I'm not even going to try to fight it.
But I
All
think
I'm
I think
saying
it's actually
is-
easier.
That's real smart.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything of like rivaling the cultural impact that San Andreas has had. So that's all I'm saying.
I mean, I would disagree, but then
Okay, so what's remotely close to the impact that San Andreas has had from
Pokemon.
Kingdom Hearts?
Pokemon.
No, I mean from Kingdom Hearts.
Well, I just
from Kingdom
okay.
Hearts.
So
I would actually. My argument would be Sora and Smash Bros.
Yeah, that's literally what I said earlier.
That was like mind blowing. Like I don't. If CJ, I mean, it would be crazy. But I think if like CJ got in Smash
CJ and Smash. Oh my
Obviously, that would
But I
never
don't
happen. That would never happen.
Yeah,
But
that would never happen. But I do
never
think,
happen.
like, realistically, I still feel like the Sora moment was
mind
blowing to a lot of
monumental.
people. Yeah,
But like I said, when Sora got announced, Twitter was still working.
Well, yeah, but the one that broke Twitter was Steve from
Yeah, it
Minecraft.
was Steve,
That was
yeah.
the one that
Steve
broke
from
Minecraft. Right.
Steve from Minecraft
is the one that
and
did it. Yeah.
GTA 6's announcement trailer broke Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
right, but what
I
I'm
mean,
saying, you could. But the thing is, again,
don't-
Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. So unlike the next, like those, I see what you're saying, and it is a valid point. But if
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 never came out, like you know what I mean? But you know what I mean?
I feel like
the suspense would not be
the
there.
easier way to do this, though, the easiest way to do this, I think, right, is for each of us to just say right now what our number one is, and based on how many number ones there are.
wait. But for the
number
sake of
one.
but for the sake, shouldn't we just say what we each put in number 3?
We already did, though. We've been going in circles with that for the last 20 minutes. Like,
No, but we never actually had everyone just vote. We've all just been talking.
Oh, let's vote. Let's vote. Number 3. Let's go.
I have San Andreas.
Let's go. Okay.
Chris,
It's
He said
Kingdom
two.
Hearts 2.
Kingdom Hearts 2, McDareth,
I put San Andreas.
Roger,
So that's 2 for San Andreas. I'm also saying San Andreas. That's 3. 3 for San Andreas, 1 for Kingdom Hearts.
Ricky. Well, I know what Kos is. Kos is going to put Kingdom Hearts, right?
Right. That's right. So that's
Okay.
2.
Ricky.
Yeah. I liked the argument that Chris made, and it almost convinced me that San Andreas should make it to 2. But ultimately, I'm going with what Maya Angelou said. How does it make you feel? And San Andreas makes me feel like a 3.
All right. So Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is our 3.
It's close. It's
so close.
It's like it's
I
a
don't
person.
think it's even remote.
Yeah, I don't either.
So then number 2, we all agree is Kingdom Hearts.
I'm not gonna fight you guys.
So Kingdom Hearts 2 is number.
It's impossible to fight this.
Yeah, and this is so we're all pretty much in unanimous agreement for the most part that Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is number 1
Metal Gear Solid 3 is probably one of the best games of all time.
of all time. Yeah, I agree.
This is like top.
I've
I've
never played it, so I'm not. That's why I said I'm not even
This
gonna
is
try.
like fucking. This is fucking 3 Michelin star meal versus McDonald's at 12 a.m.
To be fair though,
This is what
looking at
that-
Bro, we
this-
get it. You don't fuck with Kingdom Hearts, bro. We get it.
looking at this list of 10 though, I feel like I feel better about this than I did with the DS
The
one.
DS one is awful, but anyway.
This is pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Japan Time Top 10 PlayStation 2 games after what I thought was going to be easy. We took even longer. The top 10. Number 10, Gran Turismo 4. Number 9, Kingdom Hearts. Number 8, God of War 2. Number 7, Devil May Cry 3. Number 6, Final Fantasy 10. Number 5, Silent Hill 2. Number 4, Shadow of the Colossus. Number 3, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Number 2, Kingdom Hearts 2. I see what we did there. And number 1, Metal Gear Solid 3. Oh gosh, Chris, they thought it was gonna be easy. This was not easy. These niggas are smoking cock. The PS2 is fucking nuts, bro. The next time, hopefully, we can do GameCube. That way, RE4 can be number 1, and then Ghost can stop being angry.
We could do that. We could do.
I just don't understand the argument for it, but
RE4 is really good, but you know, that's another list. All right, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe and all that. Give us money, become a member. Hey Chris, do you want to plug your shit?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitch and YouTube at It's Chris or Never Not Chris, respectively. I couldn't get that name on YouTube for some reason, but I play a lot of variety games. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter recently.
Yes, sir!
Absolutely.
Good ass game.
Well, Chris, we appreciate you joining us on this list. Thank you so much, my friend. Coast, we appreciate you joining as well. I don't know what console we're gonna do next, but I'm sure I guarantee we're gonna pick one that's easier because I can't do another one of these back to back. I need a break. Thank you guys for watching. Also, shouts to Vanilla for the edit because this video was long as fuck. All right, see you nerds.